Alright, welcome folks. Welcome back to Civ 4. This is Civ Fridays with the Book of Kells, our religious Celts game. And I believe this is going to be part 4. So, we are picking up where we left off. I have not looked at this game since last week, so it'll take me a minute to refamiliarize myself. What we were doing at the end of last week was we had found this reasonably sized island that only has barbarians on it, and we're in the process of trying to colonize it. That said, there's a lot of barbarians on this island, so I need to ferry more units over. Also, unfortunately, the Barb defenders in that city recently were upgraded from archers to longbows. So these Gallic warriors, not going to have a lot of success against Barbarian. Not going to have a ton of success against Barb longbows in a city on a hill. So we'll use the catapults to start bombarding and take out the defenses, but we're going to need more units. I ferried over so many workers and settlers. Also, this caravel is probably doomed, because it's going to get attacked by multiple barb... Well, actually, only 2 barb galleys, and one of them's at 1 health, so actually we're probably okay. Unless it promotes. We'll see. Also, I'm still not sure if I want to raise and replace this city or what. We also did colonize this city, or this little island pair. This was a barb city, otherwise we would not have put a city here. And grab that fish resource. We're starting to get closer towards having a chance to flip this city, so hopefully someday. As I said, these cities need to hit 500 culture, and when they do that, they have a decent chance. Over here, we actually did get control of this tile. When we finish the cathedral, we may be able to win control of this tile back. Maybe. It certainly would help poor Victus if we could finish the cathedral. Islamic temple doubles with marble. Jewish temple doubles with stone. We need to get Judaism in here and build a Jewish synagogue for the doubled culture. And also so I can build a Jewish temple and monastery. I built the Islamic temple and monastery. Alright, so the next time I build some Jewish missionaries, I'll do that. I still need to spread Judaism around, at least to my cities, because I do have the shrine here. Alrighty, so that's where we are for right now. Motion to cancel movie chat. I mean, you guys can discuss what you like as long as you're not, like, I don't know. As long as you're, like, being respectful of other people, I don't mind. Doesn't have to be Civ focused. Alright, I think we're good. As soon as I discover gunpowder, which I'll do in a turn or two, I am going to flip into what's it called? Nationhood, and draft around on muskets, and then flip back into bureaucracy. And I can use those muskets to help me with these barb cities. Plus, I just need defenders. Like, I have very little in the way of defense. I'm last in power, and I'd like to get up to a more respectable amount. Although I'm not that far behind whoever's 7th, which is probably Frederick. Looks like it is Frederick, unless it's Sitting Bull. We'll be able to see his demos in a turn or two. Actually, let's just do this for 1 turn so we can see his demos and then swap back. Alright, go Caravel, go! So it'll win this battle. Then the question is whether it can win the 2nd battle. Nice. And it actually handled itself quite well. Just promote that, and I'll just heal, and then it'll be strong enough. Anyway, while I'm thinking about it, there we go. Let's see. Now let's check out Sitting Bull's demos, because now we've got them for the first time. Alright. Score. GNP is all over the place, but we can see Portugal is clearly our main rival in terms of GNP. Production, this was Portugal's golden age. I don't know what that big spike is. Food is the scary one. Look how far ahead of everyone else Portugal is. That's troubling. Oh, actually, Sitting Bull is last in power. Okay. Culture. So Portugal used a culture bomb. That's the only reason they're ahead of us. Espionage. Apparently, Toku loves espionage. For whatever reason. Alright. Let's turn science back on. Yeah, gunpowder in 2. That sounds good. Alrighty, so we are in the process of shuttling. Yeah, and here we've got some more maces. In the process of shuttling these units over to the island. I don't know where this caravel is going. I'll use it to explore, just to make sure that there's nothing down here, which I don't think there is. But... yeah, so keep running the artist specialist for right now. We want to get this up to 100 culture. Once we're at 100 culture, we basically have this tile locked down. You are chopping jungle for more cottages. Is this tile even workable by any city? Yes, Valley of Kells can work it. Okay. And these workers are pretty much done here. I will send a couple of these workers to finally build the canal through here and then road in this direction, like road over to here. So one day when we have railroads, it'll be faster to move through land as opposed to loading on this caravel, on this galley. It was a low priority, so that's why I didn't try to do it earlier. All right, let's see. Well, you're actually low on health. Well, I can build the aqueduct next. Because, like, we could work another mine if we could solve this pretty city's health issues. Yeah, I think this city caps out at size 14, and I think that's okay. I think that's alright. Because it can get up to, like, 18... Or 16 base if we drop the engineer. It's 16 base production, that's pretty good. Have I seen the movie? I have not actually sat down and watched Braveheart. I am familiar with the movie. When I was in grad school for history, it was kind of infamous for being like one of the absolute worst movies possible from a historical realism perspective. All right, so where are these actually going? So someone's going up here to the fish. That settler which is currently unescorted, by the way. So first of all, let's drop off the workers here so they can improve that sheep resource. And then this settler, I'm probably going to send up to this fish resource. I can use caste system to pop the borders. Like I can use a caste system artist, and then I just have to get a workboat there. Maybe this city here can, maybe the workers can chop out. The workers maybe can chop out a workboat. And once I've cleared out the barbed galleys, it can just sail around there. So like we're definitely putting a city here. I'm actually using this settler to defog these tiles. I don't believe there's any barbarians on land. Alright, so I want to start clearing these out, but I don't want to fight 2 barbed galleys. I think if I'm here... Yeah, I think here I can only be hit by this barbed galley. Alrighty. So I wanted to see what was over here. Oh, okay. So Scythian is now a keep city. This is what I was wondering. I was like, is there a food resource? So yes, there is a food. This is what we needed to know. Yes, there's a food resource here. It's not a strong one. It's just a hill sheep. But there is a food resource here, and that makes the city worth keeping. So we keep that city. So now we need a city to take advantage of this, and it would be better to... I don't know, where's the best place to put it? 1, 2. We can't found here. Probably on this tile here. I mean, we could put it up here, but then we just get more tundra, so that's not really valuable. So we probably put it on this tile here. Yeah, so there, 1, 2, there, up there. I really wish that these 2 whales were both in range of a city, but they are both not available. We'll see what's available in here. If there's something useful in here, that'll decide on what we dot map, but we probably need 1 city over here, just so that there's no barb spawning. And then depending on what we spot, this city unfortunately almost certainly gets raised and replaced on this tile here, and then maybe something over there. It would be nice if there was a food bonus, but let me just dot map this with what I'm currently thinking. So we need a settler here, but we can't found there until that city's raised. Keep that here. water tiles. Probably on top of the iron. And then just uses the whale tile for a very weak 3 food city. It could at least chop some forests. Probably there. We'll see. And then this is... depends on what's available over there. Okay, anyway, well, you guys might as well start the slow process of taking that out. I could move this again, but I'm very worried that a barb is going to just run along the roads and kill this, so you can just fortify for now. Because if you want to see some hilariously bad odds, 15%. I actually thought it would be worse than that. So yeah, we're going to need some other attackers to get over there to help out. Some suicide musket draftees. Unfortunate for them, but for the greater glory of the Empire. So these workers will improve the sheep, and then they can chop out a pair of workboats, one for this city and then one for this city. Now, we also can canal across this island, which would be potentially useful as well, but we need a lot of worker labor to get to that point. All right, let's do a quick run through of my cities, just because I haven't looked at them since last week. All right, so we've got Taj under production. This will slow down when I pop out of bureaucracy for nationhood, but I don't think anyone else has nationhood tech right now. So Augustus can research. Freddie, does he have it? Yeah, he does have it, so he's probably working on it. He would be the competition. Let me just see if he's got an insane amount of production in any of his cities. Yeah, he's probably building it in Berlin, because he's got a lot of production here in Berlin. Now, this city, though, doesn't... This city has very few mines, so I don't think he can build it quickly. Does he have marble, though? Let's see. Doesn't look like Freddy has marble. So, that's a help. So I think I can beat him to that. And I also have some forests I can cash in here too. I'll use these workers to cash in some forest chops. Although they're going to have to do it before I drop bureaucracy, so I might not have that in time. Oh well. Alright, so we should win this. We have like 90% odds to win this battle. Well, I'm like, well, we have like 90% odds to win this. Glug, 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 glug. Oh well. So yeah, that happened. All right. Are you the shrine city? Yeah, since you have the shrine city, you need to do your grocer. What were the odds on that? Let's see. All right, so the battle that we won, the battle that we did not lose, we had 96% odds and we almost lost the battle. Caravel took 4 hits at 96% odds. All right, how about the other battle? Well, the other battle, we also had 96% odds, and apparently we lost it. We had 96% odds and we lost, and then we almost lost the other one. So I said 90. It was actually significantly better than 90. Hit, 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 hit. We got 6 times. We got hit 6 times in a row. Like, what the heck is that? Got hit 6 times in a row. Ugh. And the sad thing is that Galley's now going to promote. Because it won a battle at really low odds. Well, we can come back and hopefully kill it. There it is at 0.5 health, but I can't get there in time to kill it this turn. Alright, so just exploring what's out here. Because it's not like we're taking this city anytime soon. One good thing is you can't get war weariness against barbarians. Anyway, this can now promote, and we'll heal. Also get a sense of how many more barb galleys are up here. One of the funny things is the barb galleys literally can't leave. Remember, they can't travel through ocean waters, so they literally can't go anywhere else. They're kind of trapped here on this. To lose 2 at 96, yeah. But to be fair, we didn't lose both. We did only lose 1. It was pretty unlucky to lose the 1, but that's why we've got other caravels. Alright, so I believe I improved every single tile that these two cities can work. Yeah, because like this tile can't be worked by the cities. I don't need to improve those. Alright. So yeah, up here at Coppola's Vine, we're gonna... I think I'll mine this tile just while I'm here, and then... Oh, you know what else I can do? I could have these workers help chop the Taj. That wouldn't be terrible either. Okay, let's get that sheep pasture up. This caravel, now that it's here, can be used for killing barbs too. Killing barb galleys. Like, that's why getting all the caravels I don't think was a waste or anything. I wanted to use them to explore, and then just so I don't think. All right, well, let's see what's up here. All right, nothing much yet. I'm not super eager to just plant a city that's going to be worthless. So, all right. So I'm still curious about Freddy. Yeah, Berlin still has a ton of production, so I think he's trying to build Taj in his capital right now. Dump. So this city went back to a market. Oh wow, it's up to 34 culture per turn. Okay, yeah, I forgot that those cathedrals really make a big difference. That's a lot of culture. And with this being first ring, we have decent odds to push that back. Let's just see what the actual cultural odds are. This is the one thing I don't begrudge debug mode, being able to just see what the actual culture is as opposed to just percentages. All right, so we're down 76, 78 to... Come on, calculator. All right, 76, 78 minus 7305. All right, so we're down 373. I want to see what this turns to next turn, changes to next turn. So I was down 373. Well, at least we won that battle.
More of what you want with a kind word and a gun.
Alrighty.
With just a kind
I'll just stick this on education and then make a decision in a turn or two. I want to go back and see what's going on there. Oh yeah, and I have this tile to improve too. Should really be a cottage on this tile. Although, never mind, actually it gets me to 12 production, so I should not cottage that. Stuff that this city needs. Probably it needs a harbor just for the health right now. And then we can go on to bank. Okay. Back to this tile. Alright, so I gained 95 culture points. And Rome gained, let's see. I gained 95. He gained almost exactly the same. So I didn't fall behind, but I didn't catch up. Okay. Yeah, so we basically just treaded water. But if I can get a second cathedral here, I think I can actually make up that difference. I'm going to lose the artist specialist because I'm going to be dropping mercantilism here. But yeah, if I can get another cathedral in here, Jewish temple, Jewish monastery, and then Jewish cathedral, then I think we're good. Okay. All right, so civic swap, nationhood, and we actually want to be in theocracy to take advantage of this. Oh, I can stay in mercantilism. I might as well. Mercantilism's helping right now. The artist specialists are nice. Oh, but I was going to go into slavery. I was going to pop back into slavery, and if I'm losing slavery, then I don't. If I'm losing caste system, then I don't really want to be in mercantilism. So, all right, we'll do that. Now I got to go through and manage my cities again. Obviously, Taj drops because I lose the bureaucracy bonus. I'm not going to draft this city. Cities that I should be drafting, though. Well, Ve Victus is capped out right now. They can just grow back. We're just losing this tile. Unfortunately, yeah, you can see it drops significantly in culture, but it's okay. Alright, so, oh yeah, I'm going to need boats to transport you guys. I should have... Ah, here comes one. Ah, it's okay. I got a boat right here on its way back. That can carry 3 muskets. Gonna need more boats though, aren't I? Where are my galleons? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I only have 3. Well, that's not going to be enough. We've got 1 on its way back. All right, well, Coppola's Vine, you can build another galleon. You're our naval headquarters. I'll just go to these units towards Coppola's Vine and have it build another one. So this galleon can carry some of them shortly. All right, anyway, this city is going to grow onto this cottage. Just group these workers to move them. Yeah, I think right now what I want to do is chop or pre-chop these forest tiles, and then when I flip back into bureaucracy, I'll finish the chops. So mercantilism is no, in this game is no foreign trade route income. Alright, so yeah, see this Barb Galley double promoted because it won that battle, which is very annoying. But on defense I should still have odds. Alright, let's just see. Alright, so no other resources here aside from the horses. So we'll put this here, and then we can put another city. Probably goes here, and then we can farm. We can use farms for food. Like if we put it here on the Plains Hill tile, or no, we get 2 grassland tiles. No, I think I can do better than that. It needs to be coastal. We would have 2 grassland, yeah, but I can't move it further inland. I guess it does have to be there. Because if I move here, then I lose this tile. So it could get to +4 food surplus working these 2. I guess that's about as good as I can do. Anyway. Just continue working on that. On the horses. Maybe. See, I was trying to get the Plains Hill plant, because the Plains Hill plant gives you the bonus production. But you might be right. Although if I was going to do that, I would probably put it on this tile. Actually, this is probably better, because that gets three grassland farms. This tile, and it gets the horses. Yeah, that's a better spot. And I know you guys hate it when I zoom out, but you have to live with it. Yeah, I think that's a better spot. And the horses. Can work the 3 farms plus horses for +4 food and some decent production. I think this is better, honestly. I like that more. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. The early colonizers here. Still, we'll clear them out. Slowly clearing these out. Alright, you need to heal. Yeah. This ship will be healed up next turn. Alright, I don't think there's anything in here in the middle of this, but just in case there would be something useful. I figure planting a food that... Oh, what is this worker doing? Okay. Well, that worker's not getting back into the city now. Because next turn I'll just move here and cut it off. I wish I'd spotted that before I bombarded with the catapults. I don't want to leave them undefended. Anyway. Yeah, you stay there fortified for now. The Barb fleet is the largest navy in the world. I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay, anyway. Yes. So we want to road and pre-chop this tile. Alright, so let's finish drafting first. We drafted Vevictus. This city also is prime candidate for drafting, because it just drafts off that tile, which is a bad tile. And Coppola is just drafting off, yeah, this tile here. So that's a good tile to draft off too. And I guess I should be moving these guys in this direction because there is a ship coming up that can catch them on the north coast. Alright. But there's also the question of whipping, because now I have access to slavery civic again. Now these cities here are very low food, so they don't want to whip. Now would I want to whip this? I don't think so. Like, the city has good production. I don't think it's worthwhile to whip here. Just let the grocer finish naturally. I'm in a weird situation because I have a lot of cities that are high production but low food. Like, Piggyback could whip this, but do I really want to whip off 4 pop for it? I don't think so. It's not like there's something urgent that needs to be built here. Again, high production, low food. And like, these cities are just slowly growing. I do want to make sure this is at +4 food. So yeah, slavery civic not as needed here. Somewhat oddly. Now this city, though, I think is a different question. Lapland should probably whip this next turn. Oh wait, but I'm not an organized religion, so... Is it even worthwhile? Let's have you grow next turn. Now this city probably should whip the bank. Yeah, because it grows very quick. Because this city is high food, low production. Same thing here. For 4 pop, maybe let's wait. I think this is pretty close to being the 3 pop whip. Maybe let's wait and whip the 3 pop. You just sit there doing your thing. Wild rice looks good. This city definitely needs to whip its granary, but it doesn't have enough food yet. And you will need to whip your lighthouse, but you also aren't quite there. Also, you're size 1, so what am I saying? You at least finished your sheep, which, by the way, is apparently not something I had on my trade network before. Or, never mind, I don't have the road built. Never mind. It was already connected. Okay. And I guess I'm just on education. I need to think about my tech path. Since I started it, I'll probably continue it, but yeah, I should have thought about it. All right, so I need more galleons, so get me more galleons. I don't think I can drop this down to 2 turns, so... Need at least 1 more. It's a long trip to ferry units over there to that other city. You're going to need more health next. I'm a little low on health resources. I think it's because I don't have any corn. Oh, because I lost my corn resource. If I can get that corn resource back. Let's see. You probably want to do the market. I would build a Jewish missionary, but you actually don't have a monastery, and I'm not an organized religion right now, so... I guess the market. It's like I really would like to get Freddy's in a golden age. This could be more of a race than I thought. He didn't just build Taj, did he? Oh, wow. Okay. Jeez, Freddy. Man. Oh, he whipped it. He did a 7-pop whip to get the wonder. Ah, man. This guy is such a pain in the butt. He keeps stealing all the wonders I want. I was like, well, he only has 3 mines in his capital. He's probably not going to be able to build Taj quickly. Nope, 7-pop whip for the wonder. Huh, okay. Well, to be fair, I didn't prioritize it that highly, but still. He's really been interfering this game. What a pain in the butt. Like, no one else is really doing that well in tech, but, like, he's legit leading the game in technology. I don't know how he's doing it, honestly. He doesn't have much territory at all. And what territory he does have is very... I mean, he has, like, no land tiles at all. Look at his territory here. I'm legitimately surprised at how well he's playing in this game. See, this is what happens when you don't kill everyone. Yeah, I mean, again, I did not prioritize this wonder. It was not something I was pushing for, but wow, okay. I'm trying to figure out where he is on the tree. I believe he already has the economics great merchant too. Pretty sure he already picked that up. Well, this is still a good thing to push for so we can run free market whenever we're not running mercantilism. And liberalism's already gone. Like, he already claimed liberalism. He already has that prize. Like he picked up liberalism, he picked up Taj Mahal, he picked up the Great Merchant. Like he's gotten a lot. Okay. No wonder the other AIs just murder him immediately. It's just impressive because he's so small in this game. Like he really doesn't have much territory. Well, I guess it's better him getting it than Portugal getting it, which is the giant AI in this game. Just on a map where everyone seems to have nothing but hills, he has like vast open plains of green tiles. So yeah. Well, we may have to do something about that. Well, so much for my plan to bring workers up here and chop into Taj Mahal. I guess that's not needed now. I will get a little fail gold, but it's not much of an offset. All right, well, the capital needs something to do. Probably the best thing the capital... You know what? I can build another ship out of the capital. That's useful because I'm going to need more ferries for draftees. All right, so you're almost entirely healed at this point. Now, why would it do that? Okay, so I have 2 workers here. I tell the first one to build a road. There's another worker on the same tile. Hey, let's cut over to the entire other side of the world on a completely unrelated worker. Like, why? Why does the game cycle like that? That does make sense. He built Great Lighthouse, 4 great merchants from Philosophical, kept sending them on trade missions to get gold, and Organized keeps his maintenance low. It's true, he's probably been running 100% research for almost the whole game, but it is still impressive. That doesn't, I mean, all that makes sense, definitely. Well, there's not as much for these workers to do, although I do have that 1 tile up here, which might be better off getting lumber milled, but we'll see. I could also look to chop this tile, potentially. Like, chop this into the potential cathedral. Like, if I can get this tile back, then the Invictus would be a far, far better city. Poor city got crippled by the loss of that 1 tile. Maybe someday we'll even get this tile back again. It's weird, though, that I have control of this tile, but not this tile. It's a little bit weird. I think it's because Dune Brigid puts culture on this tile, but doesn't put culture on this tile. Anyway. He also has Great Lighthouse. True. He has Great Lighthouse and all of his cities are coastal. That's also true. Like, every one of his cities is coastal. Although we're about to get control of a lot of these tiles, so... anyway. Yeah, so these workers... some of these workers should probably get ferried over, too, to the new world. That's another thing. I just need more transport capacity for them. Alrighty. In the meantime, though, I guess we can road some of these tiles. Some of these caravels continue to explore. Yeah, be glad Freddy's... Well, Freddy would stay on my side the whole game if I want. Alright, first of all, let's make sure there's nothing here. Alright, there are no more galleys, barb galleys here. So currently the south side of the island is under our control. Alright, and there's nothing in... Oh, wait, yes there is. There's a marble resource up here. Okay. So let's use this settler for this spot here. Now that I've moved it all the way around. Because I can get there in 2 turns. And I'll use this settler for... Even though it might seem counterintuitive, I'll use this settler for this spot. Because I can sail around there in just 2 more turns. And then once this galleon's done, it can start killing barb galleys. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent city with the fish and the whales. And it'll bring in a useful resource too. Alright, anyway, so you move over here. And now we've cut off this worker. Is there going to be anything down here in the Arctic? I very much doubt it, but you never know. And then now you can go up to try and fight. Alright, so... Oops. Alright. Alright, so this city should be... Oh no, it needs a 2-pop whip for the granary, that's right. Oh, there's an axe over there. Okay. Where did you come from, Barbarian axe? It's fine. We spotted what we needed to, and now we can head back to join up with the other units. Another group slowly on their way. Now we can get to work on this canal that has long been awaited. Alright, so time to draft again. So we drafted Bay Victus, Dune Brigid, and Coppola's Vine. So Silver Haggis, that's something we can do with this extra population. Yeah, that works. And then you'll just grow back onto your Scientist Specialist again. Piggyback, similarly, you can just drop that Engineer, I think. Yeah, just drop the Engineer. Certainly have plenty of happiness. I mean, happiness is not an issue in this game. We have tons of happiness. Valley of Kells, similar story. I want this musket down here. And some of you should be able to hop on board ships down here in the near future. You, and then the one that's going to be coming out of Lapland can probably hop on board this Animal Farm galleon. Then I have 3 muskets. 1, 2, I've got actually more. I'm gonna need more. I'm probably gonna need the capital to build 2 ships. Did we ever consider conquering Sitting Bull? It is a possibility. He is very backwards in tech. The biggest issue with Sitting Bull is look at his island. His island is terrible. Like, these are all the resources on his island. Still, it's a possibility down the road. It is something we can keep in mind, especially if we can get ahead in tech, which it seems like we're doing pretty easily. But like, there's almost no food bonuses at all on his island. He's got some at his capital, and then like the rest of his island, there's 1 here and 2 here, and that's it. So I guess we'd have to do a lot of farming, but maybe. I don't like Sitting Bull very much as an AI. Now, fighting through a gazillion protective longbows is not likely to be a ton of fun, but, you know, rifles and cabs would annihilate anything that he can currently field, or is likely to field in the near future. He has 2 religions, it's true, but, like, I don't really need more religions. I already have 3. I literally already have 3 religions, so... Oh, he wants to sign open borders? Okay. I mean, we might as well try to improve relations here. Why not? We can always change our mind later. Alright. And, I mean, we get the fail go, but obviously that's not even close to being as good as getting Taj Mahal. One. So there's a musket there. There's a musket here. I can hop on board next turn. And there's a musket right here too. Yeah, I can load those 2 muskets plus the one right there. And then those, like, let's see, 1, 2. I just have to move the galleon here next turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the galleons, often ferrying them back to the island afterwards. All right, up to Celt. Let's see. So Port Spud, we should probably try to chop down the jungle and give it a tile that is not jungle to work. All right. I'll go ahead and pre-chop these without actually finishing them. Save them for a future wonder or Statue of Liberty or something. Assuming that someone else doesn't get up there and build it first, which they probably will, because Freddy's probably about to get democracy. Actually, I think he already finished it, because he has Constitution. What's the prerequisite? Oh no, he doesn't have printing press yet, so no, he doesn't have that. might want to go for chemistry next, just so I can upgrade these caravels into frigates and start taking over out all the barbed galleys. Yeah, we'll see. I'll want to build the want to build my universities. All right. Anyway, so that gives me 2. Wait, what is a Portuguese knight doing up here? Oh well. All right. Hoping that you will be able to kill that unit next turn. So I don't know where that worker went, but it's no longer here. Probably trying to run around. Maybe Frederick can help kill. Maybe Frederick's caravel can help kill some of these. Anyway, so we'll pop back into Caste plus Mercantilism shortly. Alright, now you can stay for this galleon here, because I already have galleon capacity filled up for the one that's about to arrive. When am I going to unload that settler? So this settler I'm going to unload here, because this one right here can hop on this tile. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now there's double barb galleys here, so I'm hoping they'll attack this caravel. I'm going to make sure that there are no other barb galleys in range. Alright, and now this one's healed up. And I can send it out. Wondering which way is shorter. Probably go to the left here. Alright, so they... let's see. So now next up we need to chop. How much food does this city have? It does have 1 food bonus. It probably has... I should probably farm 1 tile. Probably, yeah, I should probably farm something to get it up to +5 food. But we need to chop first, so let's do that. And we're gonna chop a workboat, I think. Trying to clear the path for our workboats here. Alright, so last turn, drafted Piggyback and Valley of Kells, right? Yeah, Valley of Kells got popped. So Lapland. And Lapland's musket can come join this caravel, or galleon, at Animal Farm. I'll have to find a way to get more ships out of this island, but for right now I'll just get these, draft these on this island. Alright, draft there. And the cathedral is now down to a 3-pop whip, so let's do that. There we go. So I can't whip this, but it's alright. Alright, so yeah, we've got a bunch of muskets that are on their way over here, and they should be able to take control of this island. Just gonna take a little while to get them there. Alright, we should win both, because this is a Combat 2 caravel. Now, we got a terrible dice roll apparently in the first battle, so we lose. We must have had really bad luck in that first battle. Are you kidding me? What are with these dice rolls? Man. What? Seriously? What the heck? Okay. So this thing doesn't have a ton to work on, so whenever we do that, we build missionaries. Seriously. Alright, we'll just do the temple for a little bit more culture here. I need to see the odds in these battles. Alright. So we had three battles. Okay. So here's the 3 that we had this turn. 1% odds. I had 99% odds in that battle. 99%. 3.9. Now, I did win the battle, don't get me wrong. I won it. But look, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 7 hits. 7 hits when the Barb Galley had 1% odds. Like, are you kidding me? 7 hits at 1% odds? So, okay, so we did win that battle, but the Caravel was so crippled that it was 100% odds on the follow-up attack. And then after that, we had 96.4% and lost, and only got 1 hit. We were hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and hit the Barb Galley 1 time. I mean, these are not like critically important rolls. It doesn't really matter, but it's like, what the heck? That was a 99%, and we came 1 hit away from losing it. And then we had a 96% and lost after we lost a 96% on like 2 turns ago. Like, what the heck? Why are these Barb Galleys so invincible? I don't know, man. Again, I'm glad this isn't happening at like an important moment of the game, but like, what is going on here? Why are the Barb Galleys so impossibly strong? All right, so here's the super deadly Barb Galley. So we have 99.2% odds to win. That unit's probably going to promote if I don't kill it. So, all right. We did, in fact, win that battle. Flawlessly, I should add. 3 hits. Okay. Freddy is keeping his ship out to sea. He's like, screw you. Are you kidding me? Can I even get to this tile? Alright. So we're definitely going to unload. Again, people laugh when I whip out a bunch of caravels, but I could pillage this for a tiny amount of money, but I'll just leave it be. Alright, so now we have Galleon versus Galley, which is a very one-sided match. And only 2 of them can attack, so I'm hoping they'll both attack and die, and then I can promote and clean up this one. I was about to move the ship over here, but then it's like, oh wait, that unit died? I was like, great, that unit died, so no, I don't have a unit to move over there. Long live Greater Scythia? Something like that. Alright, this scout will be able to see where that worker moved to. Let's see, these workers, I was going to go work on this. So this is pre-chopped. This is 3rd ring, but the chop does go to the capital, which is good. Oh, what's the name for our city that's with the fish and the marble up there? What name do we want for this city, you guys? I'll give chat a second to think about it while I delete this sign. Alert. Something about the barbs. That's alright. I don't know if that's my preference. Spitsbergen, Beach Shanty. I like Spitsbergen because it's so far north. Also, the maintenance was pretty rough for this one. Alright. So you need to pop borders before doing anything, because all your good tiles are out in the 2nd ring. Alright. I think when those muskets get there, we have a decent chance of being able to... Or, not muskets, maces. Get there. Let's see, because that would give me 2 catapults that can collateral, and then... what would that be? 3 maces and a Gallic warrior. That should be enough, especially because most of them have city raider promotions. I'm eager to get this city, so I can get started. I'm also going to need another settler. You know, I need to queue up a settler for that spot. Maybe the capital builds one, because the capital's already at max size, because I need to raise and replace this city, and I need another settler for there. And I'll also eventually need one for this spot, but that can wait a little bit longer. So I'm going to need 2 settlers for these 2 spots. And I'm definitely going to need to ferry workers over there too, because there's a lot of worker labor to be done on that island, which is, you know, pure wilderness right now. Where are these random units going? I guess they're just exploring. All right, so you can just chill there. Also, it's questionable if I'm going to need quite this many. If I have 6 muskets going over to this island, that's probably enough. Like, I don't know that I need that many more. We should continue building up units, but where to send them is more of an open question. Oh, there's a lot of good suggestions. Peach Shanty, Northern Lights, Trafalgar. I like a lot of these names. Keep them in mind for the future, because we are going to have more cities to name up there. But those are really good suggestions. Alright, 20 more turns until I can flip civics, 2 more turns. I'm eager to get back into caste and bureaucracy. This caravel, I don't have an immediate need for it to go anywhere. Maybe I'll just send it up here and defog this. Again, I don't think there's anything up here, but it doesn't hurt. Alright, so Jameson Town we drafted, and Dune Potato we drafted. Dune Potato is now looking pretty sharp in terms of culture. Alright, the dump is a perfect draft town. I think I'm going to delete this unit because I don't have a need for it. And this will give the city an actual defender. Perfect city because it's such a weak location. Alright, wild rice. That looks good, and I think that's it. So we're done with this draft cycle. No other cities are strong enough to support drafting. So, but that's fine. We have more cities that are growing, like Pump to Celt just needs a couple more, like, just needs time to develop. Port Spud, on the other hand, is a garbage city and will never be anything but a garbage city. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got control of this tile. It's just, oh, none of us can work it, though. Ah, that's such a shame. We have control of this tile and our city can't work it. Poor the dump. Alright, well, that's okay. That's still good news. Maybe we should build a Christian cathedral here. I'd have to whip it, but where else do I need culture more than this? Maybe after the harbor? Good thing I have that incense to make the cathedrals cheaper. Alright. Oh wait, they actually attacked out of the... What the... Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but that's an easy way to kill a longbow, so I'll take that. We are not giving you our world map. I'll buy your world map for 5 gold. You are not getting my world map.
There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance.
Okay. Next up, I have to think about where I'm going. If I want to get frigates, if I want to go the aggressive route, I should get tech chemistry right now. But I don't think I think I'm going to be busy with the Barb Island for the immediate future, so I don't think I want to head down the aggressive route, at least not right yet. Probably, you know what, I need Constitution, because I'm going to be in mercantilism a fair bit, and representation would really be helpful with all those specialists. Yeah, I think that and printing press are both useful, but I think Constitution's a little better. Also, because I would like to make a push for Statue of Liberty. I would really like to build this. Alright, so I wanted to do a settler for this island. Should I do the galleon first? No, we'll do the settler first. Also, we're going to get a great person here. Don't know what it's going to be. We still have not triggered a golden age yet. You still have quite a bit of infrastructure to build here, because I've been building boats nonstop out of this city. I think I'm going to need another boat, though, so I think I'll continue delaying infrastructure so that you can build another boat. Maybe this city should build the settler. Actually, Yeah, let's switch this around. You don't have anything too crucial to build. I guess there's the universities now, but now I'm up against Augustus for the AP. Alright, so you build a settler, you build the galleon, and then you go back to working on infrastructure, because you are behind in your infrastructure. Specifically a bank. That's what would help me the most right now. Although, you know, I'm running such a high percentage, I'm rarely having to run a turn of 0% gold, so I should probably focus more on the science multipliers than the gold multipliers. We should probably have a settler just send this missionary out overseas with the rest of the group. Alright. You hop on board. And there's another musket, like, right up here somewhere. Alright, you'll just have to hop on board next turn. One. Oh wait, there's no road on this tile. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3. It could load up. Alright, well, it can load up in Animal Farm next turn. Alright. We are slowly making progress at clearing out the barb units. By the way, I think I had pretty lousy luck here too. Alright, so I killed... So the first barb galley attacked the galleon at 0.6 odds, and we had a normal result. And then the second battle, we also had pretty normal results. This was unfortunate. So longbow versus Gallic warrior, I had about 45% odds to win. It's not that losing is bad, it's how the loss happened. I hit the longbow once, and then it hit me 5 times in a row, and I barely did any damage. But I will take the 94% odds to kill this longbow outside of the city. And these catapults are going to cover that unit so that they will be the defenders. I'm actually going to promote one of these. Oh wait, they can't take combat promotions anymore, I forgot. There was a time where they could take combat promotions. Oh, hey worker. Howdy there. Alright, so you're just on your way. Alright, so Mayflowers produced, that chop needs to go into a workboat. There we go. So there's a galleon here as well. Did that wrong. So we'll take these two and we'll take a worker over too. Cancel that order and we'll send one of these workers off on the boat because it can carry 3 things. And you just stay there for right now. Alright. It'd be hilarious if there was actually like another island down here I somehow missed, but I really don't think that's the case. So this I can chop if I want to, although I think it makes probably more sense to save this for a lumber mill. So instead, let's mine this just in case I would someday want that production. Now where am I sending this missionary? Probably this guy gets sent off to Portugal somewhere. Yeah, I think so, because I don't have galleon. I don't have spare space on the galleon for him. Alright, well, in that case, come on down here, and we'll ferry you over next turn. I'd like to take more workers over there too, but I also don't have enough slots for workers. Alright, wrote that. Oh, alright, so here's where we have a series of names. I want to go back to some of these. Northern Lights, let's maybe save for this city over here. Considering that this is where all the fights were, let's use Peach Shanty for this one, because it's not an especially great city. Alright, and the city, does it need lighthouse or granary more? It needs granary. Although first it needs to pop the borders. These cities are weak right now, but they'll be good someday. Let's get that extra production there. Alright, so you promote. Well, you heal up. You'll get attacked by the barb anyway. No reason to take worse combat odds than we need to. Alright, good. We can just make it far enough. I don't know what city we need you in. Probably Scythian. Alright, so there's only 2 longbows in there. Like I said, with this mace being able to promote to City Raider 3, hopefully we spend a turn having the cats strip off the remaining defense. So I'm hopeful that maybe this forest chop won't finish, because I don't want them chopping out a longbow, another longbow in here. But if it's just 2 longbows, I might even go in with these guys attacking at the river penalty, just to go a turn faster. We'll see. Man, these guys are getting aggressive. Like, really getting aggressive. Attacking out of the city. Well, if I don't have the catapults to take the walls down, this could get very ugly in a hurry. So you just work slowly on university here. This poor city that has no food. Maybe someday we'll get control of that tile. Alright, you, I wanted a Jewish missionary to convert the city up there. As far as what you need, probably one of these buildings. The courthouse is cheap. Wait, Augustus is the winner? What? Why is no one voting for me? This sucks. Why did everyone vote for Augustus? Yeah, so I put my catapults on that tile to protect this unit. And of course, one of the longbows is 0.6, and we could easily kill it, but the other longbow is covering for it. I only have 18% crud. Now, if we were there 1 turn sooner, we could capture the city this turn. We're 1 turn too slow to capture this city. Because if the maces had been on this tile at the start of the turn, just attack, cripple the 1 unit, and then this guy kills the low HP longbow, and then the 3rd unit hits and finishes it off. Oh man. I didn't expect the longbows to attack out of the city. I really didn't expect that at all. Did not think that they would do that. Okay, well, that could set this back quite a bit, actually. That actually sucks. No full skill. We still got a shot here. Oh, okay, so we got another great prophet. I think that this one we hold for a golden age over building the Islamic shrine. Are they all loaded on this ship? Yes, they are. Okay. The thing that's just unfortunate is the one that's at 0%, I'm looking at the longbows here, the one that's at 0.6% health is going to promote next turn, and then it's going to be back to near full health again. I mean, we have a lot more units on the way, it's just, we had enough to take that city. The AI just did something I was not expecting, unfortunately. I'm also worried that this is going to chop out another unit as soon as this finishes. Maybe I can bait one of them out of the city to attack the Indiana Jones. And again, I have plenty of units on the way to capture this spot, but as I said, I would like to take it over sooner. All right, so you need a little bit more food, so let's have you work on that. Send you back for more units. Oh my god, that was the unit that was supposed to hop on board the ship. Well, so much for me paying attention, and these guys have already finished their turn. Guess we'll wait one turn then. That was me being not the best. Couldn't remember what I was doing one turn earlier. It is certainly not worth reloading over something as silly as that. Alright, you've almost got that lighthouse done. Can we flip civics this turn? We can. Although I think I want to wait until next turn to whip Pont de Celt. To whip Pont de Celt's granary, because that's an important whip. Alright, so I have another galleon here. Guess that might have been a touch early. Oh well. Galleon for the settler, and then... no, it's not. Now I can use that for the settler, and then I can use it for these two workers, and that's worthwhile. Could even whip Silver Haggis, potentially, but... it's not worth it. Alright. You should build the university. Now there's an axe in there. So now both longbows have promoted and there's an axe inside. Maybe I should have pillaged that copper when I had the chance. I guess we're going to have to wait for the other units to get here. Nothing to be done. And unfortunately those walls are going to regenerate each turn. That's just an unfortunate sequence of events there. The sad thing is the worker, I was almost able to capture the worker on the very first turn of getting up here. But, you know, the barbs are really, they're really defending well. I should also look back at that vote again. Why do they all love Augustus? I mean, look at my relations. I'm +8 with Augustus, +9 with Portugal, +8 with Freddie, +7 with Alex, and none of them voted for me. Not one. I was like, what the heck? None of them voted for me? But look at this. +9. He's actually lower with Augustus than he is with me, but he's friendly because of peace weight. Similar thing here. Actually lower, well, not actually lower. He's higher with Freddie's higher with him, and then this is +8 against +7. Wow. +8, +9, +8, +7. Not one of them votes for me. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh well. Yeah, so sadly we are going to have to wait until I can drop off more of these units, and that's a few turns away. Very unfortunate. I was really close. I mean, I was one turn away from capturing this city, but and you can see the odds, 6%. 1%? Nope. So sadly the net result of that is just the defenders got stronger. Like, nope, they just got stronger. Why is the capital not working the water tower? It probably should be. I mean, it's not much of a difference, but one commerce is one commerce. I think it's because it was working on Taj Mahal. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm actually pretty bummed out about that. The catapults getting killed, like... I guess I made a mistake moving the Gallic warrior, but I never thought the longbows would attack out of the city to kill the Gallic warrior. So they attack out. It was like a 50-50 battle. Of course I lose it. And then, unfortunately, not only do I lose it with the unit barely being scratched. So then I moved the mace over to kill the longbow, which was the right move. The mace also has also gets a bad combat result. So I cover the mace with the catapults, and then both catapults die. Also, once again, in bad combat rolls. It's just like, we saw this happen, if you remember back to part 1, where like one bad dice roll just caused this cascade of bad effects with the barbarians, and then the same thing happened here. One unfortunate dice roll, which again, it was like a 50-50, don't get me wrong. The AI had like 55, I had 45, but it wasn't that I lost, it's that I lost and did no damage at all, just caused this cascade that led to, well, the events you see here. Anyway, so, I mean, we're not under any threat for these units to get lost, but we can't take the city until we have more units here. And it's going to be ugly because instead of sending catapults in to deal collateral damage, they just died like idiots, doing nothing. I mean, we'll get this, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be an easy capture. So where are my galleons in the ocean here? Yeah, so I've got galleons with units on them here, here, and here. But it's like it's a long ferry time to get over there. Like it's not a short passage over to that part of the. So just gonna have to wait for these units to get here now, which is like 5 turns away. All right, you will just put on a go-to order to the closest Christian city, or closest city that doesn't have Christianity in it. Looks like this Jewish missionary can get there. Wait a minute. There's already Judaism in here? Oh, I need to build another Jewish temple somewhere else? Okay. Never mind. I thought I had yet to spread Judaism here, but I just have to build a Jewish temple in another city? Okay, well. Do I have a Jewish temple in this city? I do. Wild Rice, knock this out quickly so that Vevictus can go into a Jewish cathedral as soon as that's done. Hey, it looks like we're making progress on this tile. If we can get the Jewish cathedral in here, I think we actually get this tile back, which would be really big for that city. Then it would no longer be crippled. Alright, you are going to get killed by this axe if I don't move you, because this tile is eroded. Somehow this unit is still alive. Alright, and we have actually killed most of the Barb galleys. We've actually taken almost all of them out. Need to get this workboat over here without it dying. Fortunately, it can move on ocean tiles so that it can avoid some of those units. Anyway, you are just on a return trip, so we'll send you on the long return. You are just waiting on this settler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, should stay in the capital. It's the best place to move from. And these guys are on long-term canal building duty. Yeah, Sitting Bull is not doing well. Alright, anyway, so we can flip civics, but what I think I should do is just finish Constitution this turn, which I can do if I put a lot of my... I think if I put some of my top cities on research, I think I can finish it. You have, like, no production. Let's see, just out of curiosity. I may or may not have enough to do this. This is a trick that people use in our multiplayer games. If someone needs to squeeze out a tech, you can just put, I mean, this city has no research, but there we go. So we can then revolt into representation next turn. And the AI is sure like using those. Oh, okay, you're gonna continue here? Oh, come on, it's axe against, are you kidding me? It's axe against mace! What the hell is going on here? It's axe against mace! What the hell? What is this? What is going on? I'm stupefied at this. What is going on? It's like the AI is just like, what were the odds on that? Huh. 29%. Okay. What? What? I have lost so many battles to the Barbs. It's unreal. Okay, and the sad thing is now he'll promote, and now he'll be stronger than ever, because now he's going to promote. I'm really at a loss for words here. I've lost so many battles where I had overwhelming odds. So many. Yeah, he gets like 5 XP for that, and now he's shocked. And it's like, and as they win these, as they win these battles that they shouldn't win, then they get extra promotions for it. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Anyway. I mean, again, yes, we will take over this territory eventually. Yes, it'll be fine. It's just it's not much fun. It's pretty frustrating. Anyway, so I'm going back and canceling my research in every city orders. I'm just like, he's got an axe attacking my mace. Like, why is he winning this? Why? Okay, yes, he had combat 1, but I'm not happy with that result. That's like, after having lost so many battles, to have that happen too is just a real kick in the butt. It's not great. All right. Civic swap time. All right, so back to bureaucracy, back to caste, mercantilism, and organized religion. Oh, well, the civics were a lot more expensive. Okay, now unfortunately I have to go through all my cities again. At least muskets are not considered melee. Yeah, they're also not very good at attacking cities. Wait, somehow this is down to 8%. Oh, it's because I have a musket highlighted, a gunpowder unit. Yeah, at least the walls are not very effective against that. Alright, well, anyway. We have just about cleared out all the barbarians from the seas. And there's plenty of reinforcements on their way. I'm just not happy. Did I actually misrepresent? Oh, I did. I actually do need to reload for that, because that was the whole purpose of that previous exercise. That was the whole purpose of setting every city. I misrepresentation. Yeah. Yeah, I try not to reload, but like that's now do we get to see the axe die again?
Or in any other way destroyed, except by the lawful
All right, I think printing press is next. Or should we do? No, we need the. Actually, we should probably do the temple. All right. Representation, bureaucracy. Wow, is this in every civic swap? Yeah, it's kind of a rarity for that to happen. Okay. There we go. Oh wow, our science went up a lot. Okay, now let's go through and reassign these. All right. Oh, you know what? We finally have a unit. We finally have a city qualified for Heroic Epic, and I actually think the capital is the place to build it. Normally, I don't put Heroic Epic in the capital, but I think it's the right place in this game, because I don't want to put Oxford in the capital. It's not a good commerce city, and it never has been. Alright, so since we're focused on research right now, I will run the science specialist if I don't need production. Alright, you will get the artist. I definitely want to pick up those tiles, but let's regrow back to the next size first. So 34. And I need another city to build a Jewish temple so I can get the cathedral out. What's our base culture here? 23, so we could get this up to 46. Okay. We can cancel these awful spy specialists. spy specialist. Oh yeah, and I gotta cancel the research builds too. That's that university. Same here. Also, what game? Seriously, what? No. Bad game. Don't work that fort tile. Working the fort tile, seriously. Also, I'd rather have a scientist than a engineer here. Seriously, game. Really likes those spy specialists, doesn't it? Long-standing issue. Now the engineer here actually gets the city to a really nice place in terms of, see, it gets it to 12, which is a nice place to be. So we do want the engineer there. Seriously. Here, engineer is actually better, because that gets us to base 8. Gets us up to 12. Makes a big difference. But these cities, of course, we want the artists. And in fact, I want double artist here, because the city has enough food to support it. Courthouse is not super important. Yeah, look at that. 30 culture per turn. Yeah! Haha. Take that. And similarly, artist here, too. But this city. So you do have to do a lot of micro. Spiritual tends to be like one of the most micro-heavy traits, along with philosophical. Now here, I think I want the artist. Although, actually, I think I'm culturally in control. Well, it's not that big of a difference. It's only a difference of 2 beakers, and the culture is actually helpful. I'd build an engineer, but I don't have a forge here. And you, similar story. We'll run the artist, because why not? Put a little more pressure on that city. Let's see. Again, the artist to pop borders again would not be bad here. So we'll just run that for now. Yeah, you do that for this turn. And Peach Shanty, same thing. Okay. I dropped an ocean tile again at the capital. Did I? So I did. Okay. Alright. What we're going to do now is we're going to pillage that copper so you don't build any more of those stupid axes. Going to pillage your blasted copper tile. Oh, Mayflower also worked that. There we go. Sadly, we do. So the one thing that holds, I love caste system. It's it's really probably my favorite civic in Civ 4. The thing that holds it back is you can't run caste civic and slavery at the same time. It's one or the other. Also, check this out. We're making 200 beakers per turn at 0% science. Representation plus caste system. But since you can't run it and slavery at the same time, it's always unfortunate. Heroic Epic and Wall Street has... I had one city stay on research. Thanks. Ah, yes. Thank you for that. There we go. Yeah, for right now, you can just hang out here. Staying in the ocean where it's safe. I forgot we actually need 2 of these. Well, these workers, now that they're done with this, they can move to this tile and then chop it, and then I can have the chop go into a workboat here at Peach Shanty, so that'll work. And then that city's off and rolling because it'll have a food bonus. Should be able to capture that barb worker soon. Got most of the seas defogged now too. Alright, so we have like 8 muskets on the way to take out that barb city. There we go. Alright, so you are ready to take out that... This ship's almost done healing. Sitting Pool has a Caribou there too. So this island's definitely been found by the other AIs, but like I said, I think I will have most of it ready to be settled. So Silver Haggis is building that settler. We need to get out 2 more settlers in time, because that settler is going to go on this spot. So then we'll just need one for here and one for here. But we should have most of the island locked down. I'll see if I can squeeze out a settler, probably when some of these universities finish. So one of the reasons why I did this game is I did want to showcase spiritual as a trait a bit more. I wasn't able to do that in the early game at all, but I think I think I might just build another settler out of here. I think I have been doing a better job of showcasing it now. All right. Yeah, so we're kind of just doing a round of universities. They're very expensive, but a lot of my cities do have good production. And I'm happy to stay in organized religion for right now. I'll probably do another round of drafting when I get to rifling. I don't know that I need another second round of muskets, because I'm not immediately trying to fight anyone. Let's stay here for right now, and we'll figure it out. So do I want... Probably the bank is more valuable than the university, just for the turns I'm not running max science. This city can actually build them at a decent rate. Like, base production of 12 is not bad. Because my next target, I think, is going to be... Hold on. I think my next tech goal is democracy after this, not rifling. Because I would really like to make a play for Statue of Liberty. Hopefully Freddy isn't already researching that tech. So he has printing press, he has economics. Does he have democracy? No, he doesn't. No, he's already pushing for the physics great scientist. I just can't catch up to him in tech. And my GMP is really good, too. Like, we'll go back up to 100% science here. But we're not number 1 we're apparently not number 1 in research. Now, granted, Freddy is in a gold age right now, but yeah, we are not the tech leaders in this game. The good news is we are continuing to expand, so we will continue to get stronger as the game goes on. Like, the AIs are not expanding, they're not getting larger. Replaceable parts is a priority, to be sure, but if I'm going to make a play for Statue of Liberty, I do have to go there next. So if I want to go for that wonder, I would have to go there next, otherwise I won't have it. And I do think I want to go for that wonder. Double specialists in all cities on the starting continent would be very, very nice. Especially if I ever do try to take over Freddy down the road. But that might not be as easy as it looks like, because he's probably going to get to rifles pretty quickly. Like, before I think I have... probably before I'm ready to go after him. So, this has not been an easy game, overall. The terrain just has not been very amenable. Alright, so here's one settler. This one's probably headed for that spot, but if it's not clear by the time I get there, then I'll maybe go for that spot. We'll see. In the very least, we'll just start shipping this out. Now I have a caravel return, or a galleon returning. Yeah, this one will be ready to pick up that next settler, this one from Silver Haggis, by the time it's done. And I can probably stuff a worker or 2 on it. Anyway, so we'll just keep that go-to order going. We'll work this over the other tile. Boy, this is some sad terrain here. Very sad terrain. Okay. Cities that might want a Jewish missionary. Probably the capital. If it runs out of stuff to build, it could build missionaries. I don't want to spread Judaism outside my territory, because I want people to stay Christian for the Diplo benefits. But within my territory, it's worthwhile to spread it. Sitting Bull, I mean, Sitting Bull has a different religion and all that. We'll definitely keep that available as an option on the table. All right. It's not about getting the 8 gold, it's pillaging that tile so that you can't build copper units. Alright, so there's a group of... These muskets are almost here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could unload onto this tile next turn. Just looking to make sure that the AI can't snipe these workers. All right, so we're gonna chop. All right. Yeah, this is probably the best tile to work for right now. So yeah, we're gonna chop out a workboat for this town here. Oh, this caravel won flawlessly in its last fight with the barbs. So, all right, this thing can only move 2 tiles. 1, 2, 3 is safe. It's getting close to that fish resource. Although I guess we need to build a whale resource too for its second tile. Yeah, I guess we need to do that. And I think I still favor the artist for the free specialist over, because I'd like to pop the second ring borders. Like, I'd rather just get that done. Same story here. As I said, it's only 2 beakers difference, and getting that second ring borders is pretty nice. All right. The Great Canal continues. All right, so we've got multiple boats coming across here. Of course, by the time I get there, the Barb City will already probably be conquered. You just stay here for right now. You're providing vision, and that's helpful, just to see if anything's coming from that direction. All right, a little bit more of our religion. Are we up to 50 cities yet with our religion? 51. That's pretty good. An eventual Wall Street will be nice here. But yeah, this city probably builds the heroic epic next, and then just cranks out units for like just for as long as possible. Always need more catapults. You can build some cats, and because since I can't draft catapults, and once I get the horses connected, I can build cavalry, which is what I would love to get. But we need the horses for that, so still working towards that. No horses at all anywhere in my starting territory, or copper. Wait, have I gotten copper at all yet? Oh yes, never mind, I do have copper. I was thinking I have no iron, that was what I was missing. I had to go a long way to get iron, I think. Alright, no I didn't, there was iron right here. Never mind, just no horses. I'm aware that putting the heroic in there would mean that I would use up both wonder slots, but there's no other wonders I want here. I don't want Oxford in the capital this game. I know, Oxford plus bureaucracy is big, but like, look at the commerce. The city does not have much in the way of commerce, only 46. And that's with bureaucracy, and that's, well, like this city has almost as much, 30. I can find a better city to put Oxford in, honestly. So, yeah, we'll figure something out. There's not really a good place for, like, I really have, my territory is so mountainous, there's really not a great place for Oxford. I don't, what about Walsh? Oh wait, is this my, oh, you're right, I can't put it in here because I need it for Wall Street. Oxford and Berlin. You're right though, I do need to save this for Wall Street. You're right. So no, I can't put Heroic Epic in there. That's okay, Heroic Epic will go in Coppola Vine then. Thank you for bringing that up. I was not thinking of that. This is a good production city. This is Moai, so we'll put Heroic Epic in here. We've been kind of using it as our military pump anyway. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder about Wall Street. I was not thinking of that. What the? Okay. So that happened. Okay, I'll take that. Didn't another city finish a Jewish temple? Well, let's just put you on wealth for the time being. Now, you guys know I always focus on slavery and how important it is to like run slavery cycles, but slavery is not ideal in every situation. And for a city like this, where the base production is 16, the city doesn't have much food, but it has a ton of production, so it really is better, I think, not whipping here. Kind of unusual, but I think that's correct. Heroic Epic in the dump. Yeah, this city with all its great production. No, we'll do the Christian Cathedral here. It's going to take a while, but I mean, we don't really have a better place to put it. All right, well, you build a Jewish temple then. this city here. Can also probably move these Gallic warriors somewhere else. I don't have anywhere else building a Jewish temple, do I? Okay, so we'll... Oh, hello. Alright, so Freddy's Golden Age ends. Is Taj... Sitting Bull's finished his shrine. Well, maybe we just control every shrine in the game? We already have 2 shrines, Judaism and Christian. We've got Islam. We could build the shrine there, too, but the religion, we have not had a chance to spread. Maybe in the late game we can build a shrine and spread that, because we'll end up with a ton of production in the late game. So Hinduism and so Taoism he built the shrine for. Buddhism, have we still not found the Buddhist founder? No, who found it? It's got to be Toku. Toku's the Buddhist founder. All right, well, I would love to see Toku slow down Portugal a bit. They're fairly even in power, so maybe. At the very least, they're racking up penalties, like where they hate each other, and that's always good to see. Chop, choppity chop. Make sure this tile's assigned to this city. Very nice, we actually get... Oh, I was going to say we get the organized religion bonus, but we don't. Alright, there's a new galley over here that we need to sink. Or a new barb galley. Gotta remember that the coastal cities will keep spawning them. Alright, so it is just the 2 longbows. Nothing further. I think that with 5 units I can take this city, although it will be a bit bloody. But I want this city gone. I'm tired of this city. I can take city raider promotions, but let's hold off on that for right now. The other unit should probably be healing outside the city borders, but it'll be almost full health by the time we get back there. City raider 3 mace, city raider 2 mace, plus 3 muskets, draftees, but that should be enough to take that city. By the way, we still have no units in Pont du Celt whatsoever. Probably need to get a unit in there at some point. I will need slavery civic for these cities, so I'm going to have to flip out of caste in the near future to run slavery for these. Because like I would whip this granary this turn if I could. But that's not available as an option. So yeah, gotta stay on top of this stuff. Alright, so we have 90% odds for attacking, but we'll get 96% odds for defending. So we'll just defend there and let the barb attack me. Gonna have an excess number of muskets up here. Well, we might lose quite a few on the initial attack, and don't forget we do have this other city to take out too. There's no walls, so it's not as bad, but it is still on a hill. So hopefully we'll just grab both of these cities, raise the one that we don't want to keep. Let's see, I'm trying to windmill the tiles that both cities can share, although I probably should do this one because it's riverside. Oh well. Like this city could whip. This city is a prime candidate for a whip. Although I guess its production is not terrible. Let's see, so you finished that. You don't have a ton to work on at the moment. You know, someday we'll have biology and we'll actually be able to get food into these cities. Biology farms would really be helpful in this part of the core. There's just so little food. How close are we on this tile again? About where we were when I checked 10 turns ago. Almost exactly the same place. But again, if we can get that another cathedral in here, that would certainly help. Hermitage I would love, but Hermitage is going to be very slow. Maybe if we can get marble, then that becomes once we get the marble hooked up, I'll make a push for Hermitage. Anyway. So, let's see. So another set. So this settler, as I said, is probably going for this spot. And then we can fill in the last 2. Yeah, looking good. All right, so despite all the annoyingness of the barbs, I think we're about to take this over. Alright, I believe that those are the last barb, I believe those were the last barb units in the seas up here. Alright. Let's promote you to medic, and then just heal you here. This caravel's like, phew, glad I didn't have to fight those barbarians. Glad I was able to just explore the seas. Five more muskets en route. There's still a lot of forest here that could be chopped. I guess I'll farm this tile. It feels so bad farming a plains tile just to go from just to get a 2-1 tile, which is not good yield at all. Need biology to farms to make them useful. Alright, so we won that fight. Let's see if there's any new. Oh, there's Portugal. So the unfortunate thing is their unique unit can carry like settlers and normal units. Unfortunately, I can't attack this. So hopefully we'll be able to secure this island before Portugal lands anything. And also this needs to be switched to a workboat. You should probably head back to pick up for another pickup. But this will complete. Alright, there we go. Nice. So this will complete what this city needs. We'll get the workboat done. And then the city kind of has its initial start. I guess we'll... What do we do? Road this tile? Yeah, we might as well road it, and then we'll probably farm this, but I can't farm this and... Wait, no, yeah. We'll cottage that, I guess. But I can't improve this tile until we take out the city, because otherwise the units could just run over and kill the workers. Horses actually are kind of a priority so I can get calves, but like I said, we need to, well, I need to get another settler over there. The settler is en route, but not there yet. If in a pinch, if it looks like I'm in danger of losing this, I could always whip a settler out of Mayflower or Scythian. I have forest chops I could burn into a settler. That's not my preference, but... also, this spot can't be grabbed until this Barb City is captured. So I do have a settler that's like is not very far away at all. Actually, it's back here on this boat. But I could hold off on capturing this city until after this spot is claimed and there's a settler ready for this spot. So that's a possibility. Also, let's dial down research because we're about to discover printing press. Apparently easily about to discover printing press. I mean, we're ahead of everyone except Frederick. We're pretty well ahead of, but he's ahead of us in tech. He's 2 or 3 techs ahead. Doesn't have democracy yet. I think he's pushing for the stuff beyond scientific method. We do not want to grab scientific method. It's going to be a very late tech for us to pick up because it obsoletes monasteries, and that's a huge part of the monk economy. So we are not going to get anything beyond scientific method for quite a while. In fact, I'll probably pick up assembly line and railroad before I pick up scientific method. So we can just forget about getting the communism first to bonus or the physics first to bonus. I'm sure he's going for physics right now. Like, I'm confident that that's what the prize he's pushing for. So instead, we'll go for democracy and try to build Statue of Liberty.
The printing press has done for the mind.
Yeah, these cities are horrible in terms of maintenance. Alright, so let's just grab the jail for more espionage points to avoid annoyances with spying later on. Oh, you know what? I could have had this city build the Jewish temple. Oh well. So you are going to build the heroic epic. You're our heroic epic city now. It's never really going to get much more food than this. I guess I could windmill this tile, and that way it would be food neutral at size. At size 14. Alright, so work on the university. Fortunately, I still have buildings for all the cities to work on. Now you can do the Christian, or Jewish synagogue, excuse me. And this city just grew, so we'll just hold it at size 6 for right now. This also gets the Jewish synagogue built in a non-forever time frame. We're not behind by much. I think we actually are very slowly catching up. Judaism is the religion that's spread. And oh, hello. Nice. And Islam spread somewhere. In Dusseldorf. Where is Dusseldorf? Oh, in this city. That's okay. Just randomly spread Islam in there. Okay. But anyway, go Tokugawa. Seriously. Anything to take Portugal down a notch. I would love to get the world map, but of course he won't trade with me. He won't trade me his world map either. Okay. I was hoping just to get some more visibility on what's going on down there. So if people ask me for help against Tokugawa, I probably should say yes, honestly, because Toku hates me. Like, if they ask me to declare war on him, I probably should say yes at this point, because I'm never going to be good friends with Toku. Like, I might as well. We'll chop this first. Like, I might as well pick up the Diplo brownie points. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way to declare, but if they ask me to, I think I will. And it would be a phony war. Tokugawa can't get units up to me. He refuses to sign open borders with anyone, so how would he ever get them through Alex's territory up to me, right? Like, how would he get units through Alex up to me? It's not possible. I guess with ships, but come on. That's not gonna happen. Alright. Oh, there's a longbow. Alright, so we've got to attack next turn before this longbow can reinforce this city. Like, I don't... Like, that longbow can't get into the city next turn. Circumnavigation bonus allowing me to connect that resource that turn is nice. Okay. So now we've got the start to the granary. You know, we should probably chop out this granary. That's probably the most important thing we could do. And this city's pretty food starved. It's going to need biology farms to be useful. Oh, well. It allows us to canal through here. Maybe that wasn't the greatest spot, but I needed to... The problem was I needed a city that could work the... I needed a city that could work this tile. And, like, this is not a valid city spot. This would be, but that's even worse, isn't it? Well, there's a reason why it's called Peach Shanty. It is indeed a shanty. That's true. I could chop into the synagogue. That's actually probably a better call. We could chop... I like that suggestion. I'm going to cancel and do that. And then chop this into the synagogue. Because I'm in organized religion. And I have the doubling resource for the wonder. Alright, well, it doesn't look like Portugal had any units on there. Wow, it's a lot of longbows down here. You're fine right there for this turn. Okay, so you are gonna grab this settler when it finishes next turn. This island feels like it's about as far away as it's possible to get on the world from me. I guess it could be down here or something, but certainly not close. We've done a lot of island exercises in this game. It's going to be it's going to be a strong, it's going to be quite strong for us down the road, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. I mean, that's a lot. It's going to take me from like 12 to 20 cities. Big difference. All right, so now we've got food. We will need to get back into slavery at some point to whip these cities, because they definitely need slavery civic for production. But Peach Shanty, yeah, Mayflower I think is fine for right now. As I said, I can't work this tile until after we pop the borders. But we could windmill this. No, we can't windmill this tile because the longbows could go doot doot and capture them. So let's just connect these two by road for this turn. Once that city's gone, this will be a lot easier. Anything else I wanted to do here? Since with me not being in slavery, there's like not as much to do on a turn-to-turn basis because I'm not whipping stuff. I'm just gonna check specialists real quick and cycle through my cities and make sure they're working like tiles that I want. Hold on. Can I speed up Heroic Epic by a turn? No. In that case, stay here. Alright, Settler's almost done. Look at Valley of Kells and its windmills. Yeah, this city will benefit a lot from replaceable parts. We have so many windmills that we really do need to emphasize replaceable parts. That's almost certainly the next tech. Normally, replaceable parts is just like a bump on the way to getting rifling, but here, it's a legitimately good tech. Alright, so how are we doing at Doom Potato in terms of controlling these tiles? Looks like we're about to flip these tiles, like, well, this tile at least. Looks like we're very close to flipping two of these tiles, at least. How much culture does Dortmund have? Like, what does it have in here? So he's got theater, library, Christian temple. I mean, so there's a fair amount of culture in here. It's been a pretty well-developed city by Freddy. But we're up to 32% culture on the tile now, and I know that that's rising because Doom Potato is outputting a lot of culture on that tile. Trying to see the actual culture. Hold on. There we go. I have 895, Freddy has 1857, so we're 1,000 behind. But we are dumping a lot of culture in there. Tokugawa could invade my islands. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, in theory, yes, but in practice, no. Okay, so you have been delayed. Now you can go back to doing a university. And university here. Hey, Port Spud is finally going to finish the lighthouse. Now, yeah, and it does have a granary. Okay, so it'll grow at somewhat of a pace. Holt to Celt is just working on these. I will probably have to reassign some of these windmill tiles to that city, but that's fine. A lot of great people being born. Great general being born. What's happening in terms of the power graphs? Not a lot of units being lost, at least not yet. Look at my power bar graph decline here, because I lost some of those units. Yeah, we do need to improve our military standing. A little bit sad. I know we talk about me like attacking and running over some of these AIs, but I have like no units to speak up right now. I'm not really going to be running over anyone. All right, so there's 2 longbows in here. Let's see what odds we can get. We have a city raider 3. I think we send in the musket first to soften up one of them. I think we send in 2 muskets first. Fortunately, they have combat 1. They're not going to win these, but hopefully they'll at least get some hits. All right, that was a good battle. They crippled that unit, so that's a good result. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 4 hits. That's quite good for 8% odds. I wasn't expecting to do that well. I'd be content with 2 hits, to be honest. Just don't want that dreaded deal no damage at all. All right, so we're good. Again, we're gonna lose this battle too, but all right, that was 3 hits, I believe. 3 hits, indeed. So now it's just cleanup time. Starting out with the main. Oh wow, even the City Raider 3 only gets 85. Okay, well, that's gonna be better odds than we get elsewhere. As long as we win this battle, we're guaranteed to take the city. All right. Your reign of terror is over. And even if we would somehow lose this, we have another attacker behind it, so... No, we didn't actually lose this, did we? Okay. Alright. Install a new governor. Nice. So, so there we go. That's a big win to finally get that city under our control. Alrighty. Farewell, Greater Scythia. Yeah. So I know we had some other names. We had Northern Lights. What were some of the other ones? Oh, we had Trafalgar as a name. I remember that one. Maybe should save that for a naval city, though. Maybe we should save that for a coastal city. Revenge. Revenge is good. That was also a name suggested. Revenge is good. Thank you. Thanks for that suggestion. All right. All right. So that's under our control now. But remember, there's more barbs. I know that there were barbed longbows floating around. I can unload this worker. Alright, so... And I would like to cottage this tile, but... How about you rode this? Alright, well you're safe to move on to this tile. There's nothing that can hit that spot. The long, slowly process of mapping the Arctic is nearly complete now. Alright, so there's no more boats down here, so we're good for that area. Alright, so we've got, yes, we have a settler to load up here. Now I don't know if there's any other units I have to load in this, just that settler. So we have 2 settlers on board right now, right? Yeah, we have 2 settlers on board. They will, hopefully they'll just grab these 2 spots. But the one that's on the closer ship, I think just to be safe, I'm going to move around to this spot. Which probably takes about 4 turns to get there, or a little bit longer than that. Because it's probably going to take about that long to capture Apache. Yeah, long transit times here in the ocean. Alright, this Caravel. Because this Caravel has medic, I may be able to help heal units with it in one of these cities. So we had 3 survivors. And they will, yeah, they'll definitely need to heal. But there's a whole bunch of muskets here that join them. Actually, these muskets should probably hop off the boat and join them. Yeah, reinforcements. Reinforcements. Anyway, we could revolt this turn, but I don't think there's anything that I have to use slavery on. There's some cities that could benefit for sure, but I don't think Spitsbergen needs to grow a little bit more. Mayflower could grow a little bit more. Oh, look at this. We just got control of this tile. Haha. Now, maybe if I had workers here. Very nice. So we got control of that tile, and we're about to get control of this one, which I would work for the dump if I can grab this one. And the dump's about to pop its borders too. This tile's a little further off, but this one I think is going to flip this turn or next turn. 13 turns of battle. And yes, we finally got the enemy has been spotted near Revenge. It's got to be a Barbarian. Alright, so we finished the jail. Yeah, we should probably just build some units here. Now, of course, I can build more missionaries, and that's not a bad call either. Always can use more missionaries. Let's actually do the Jewish monastery so I can build Jewish missionaries. It's not for the research, it's for... Alright, now I can finally grow at a mighty +2, +2 per turn. Got the Granary Lighthouse combo, which is the basic thing we need. Oh hey, It's a longbow. Well, we're certainly not going to attack into that longbow, but this musketeer can just defend that city, and you're certainly not going to capture that city. Even if by some miracle I lost that battle. What we're going to try to do is cut this off so that the longbow can't get back into its city. They're much easier to kill out in the open than they are in cities with their natural city defense bonus. Alright, you probably need to head back home. The long voyage back. This was the boat that had a worker that to unload. Oh wait, let's keep you on the boat in the hopes of sniping workers. Because their threat detection applies to like normal units, but does not apply to units leaping off ships. No, Freddy can't declare war on me. He's pleased, and he won't declare it pleased. Freddy won't declare war, and Augustus won't declare. Neither of them declare it pleased. And I believe J-Man doesn't declare it pleased either, if I remember correctly. Oh, hey, there's another worker over here. Okay. Well, that's another unit to capture. Alright, you probably need to heal in this city for a bit. I was like, I've got a medic caravel. Oh wait, they're healing in a landlocked city. Well, that's not gonna work. Toku just hates everybody. Let's be clear. Alright, this ship doesn't have any other units on board, but that's okay. Boy, 7 turns to get over here. Well, so I don't know why it wraps around all weird like that. Well, we'll start the voyage anyway. Can always fine-tune when we get closer. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more barb ships over here. Okay. Alright, so let's have you not get captured by this barb longbow. Because I want to cottage this tile, but I should have had this one move here, a road, and then this worker would have been free to do something more useful. Probably come up here and help chop this granary then. Because that would do the most to get this city going, would be to chop the granary. And then probably we have to windmill this tile. These tiles can be farmed, because I can bring the irrigation up from Revenge. Boy, 5 more turns? The granary did not survive being captured, but the aqueduct did. Just random chance there. Okay. So keeping an eye on Freddy, he did not go for democracy. He hasn't picked up physics or communism yet, which I suspect are the texts he's researching. Would liberalism be useful? Yeah, you know, free speech wouldn't be bad to pick up either. I do have some talent. It's not like bureaucracy's doing that much for me right now. Free speech wouldn't be bad to run at all. I should probably try to pick that up too. It's also not a very expensive tech. Replaceable parts and liberalism would both be pretty useful. And after all, like I said, I don't have a ton of talents, but getting extra income from them never hurts. So, yeah, that's we should probably look into that. And the plus 100% culture would be very helpful in terms of these cities. Aha! We did get control of this tile. I knew it. So this will slow down the growth, but now we can actually build the Christian cathedral in less than 100 years. Aha! And if we can run free speech, we might actually get control of this tile back again. How much will the chop do here? So we would get 60, we get 75 production for it? That's pretty good. That'll shave, well, not as much time as I was hoping for. Shave 3 turns off it. It's not nothing. Alright. So I can build missionaries here. Yeah, that's probably the most useful thing I can do, at least until I'm more serious about pushing military out of that city. What the? Oh. You know, out of the things I thought about, the AI running to occupy empty cities was not one of them. I did not think of that. Well, I did not consider that as a potential move. There is some good news, though. I did not unload all my muskets. And I can road here. Yeah, this is fine. Move here. Unless I would lose that dice roll. I'm not attacking the longbow and with 75% defensive terrain. That would be crazy. Alright, road here. Now if this longbow moves here. Yeah, move this unit here. This unit can move 1, 2, 3 into that city. AI is certainly doing stuff wasn't expecting though. Gotta give them credit for that. Yeah, these three muskets definitely can't capture that. I mean, the odds are terrible. Look, there's 17% odds. So we're gonna have to deal with this longbow first, and then we'll figure it out from there. But I have to make sure that I don't lose these newly founded cities. Boy, these barbs are a pain in the butt, aren't they? I am not even remotely close to any victory. Not close to anything. So, that's my answer there. You know, I thought that the muskets I had would be sufficient to take this over, but now I'm not entirely sure. Like, I could have captured the worker by landing with the musket, but... well, we may need to bring... I thought I'd had enough to finish off the barbs. I'm hoping I don't have to do another set of units, because I really don't have any... I don't have more units, like, anywhere close by right now. It kind of has to be the units I've got here. Yeah, you know what? I need to keep a ship up here to keep barbs from spawning and then walking into my undefended cities. That's also why I want the culture borders to pop, because it'll clear out room for barbs where they can spawn. Yeah, they're not making it easy on me, these barbs, are they? At least revenge has been captured. I have no idea where this barb is going to move. Probably onto this tile next turn. Anyway, so these workers, I don't want them on a tile where they could potentially get attacked. Let's have them put a turns into windmilling this. I'm hoping that the barb longbow will just attack this unit and die. But I have to be prepared for it to move on to a different tile. Actually, no, you need to grab this tile. Because you don't have a... this city has a lighthouse and the other city does not. Yeah, I shouldn't like trash talk the AI too much. Because the AI is not bad in this game. Let's just knock this down to democracy in 2 turns. And I can get started on Statue of Liberty. I might pop a Golden Age because I would like to get that wonder, and I don't think it's a terrible time for a Golden Age to help me build Statue of Liberty. That would mean I'd have to be... oh, I am in bureaucracy. I was gonna say that would mean I'd have to be in bureaucracy, but I am already in bureaucracy. That's not bad. You can run bureaucracy while building the wonder. Alright. Oh hey, we finally finished this. Maybe we can actually cash in some of our forest chops at the capital while working on statue. In the meantime, you guys can work on this. We did get the canal finished, although I don't know how much we're going to use that. Alrighty, let's see what this barb longbow does. I could technically draft revenge, although actually I can't. It doesn't have any of my culture in it yet. You can only draft if it's at least 10% of your culture. Alright, let's see what this guy does. I'm hoping he'll just attack and suicide, but I don't think he will. I think the odds are too low. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. Jewish missionary. Just do another Jewish missionary for this turn. Actually, no, we'll do the temple, because that'll give me more overflow into statue next turn. Piggy bank. You seem like a good city to spread the word. Alright. Finish that road. What the? How many units are over here? How are they building so many units? There's 4 longbows and an axe over here, plus 3 more workers. What is going on? Alright, fine. So you come in here. You hop in here. That's why I built the road. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck trying to win that battle. I will be very, very nettled if I were to lose that battle. One random longbow just walking in and killing a musket with city garrison promotion in a city on a hill with 20% defense. I mean, it could happen. Oh, I need one more turn for that, that's right. Okay, well, here's another galleon with units. We probably will need to do another draft round. Although I'm not set up for another draft round. I mean, I have the happiness for it, but I kind of want to stay in bureaucracy for a little bit. Maybe I can get some units out of Coppola's Vineyard once the heroic epic's done. Don't really have a great unit to train though. Kind of between that. Alright, you, Galleon, probably need to start heading home to pick up more units. So I do have the Jewish shrine, yes. Although I don't have a bank in this city, which is unfortunate. So far... Wait, no, this is the Islamic shrine. The Jewish shrine is down here. No, it's at the Valley of Kells, the appropriately named city. So it's been spread to 14 cities. And we do have the Grocer Bank. So we're getting, I mean, it's worth a lot of money here. Plus 18 doubled, so that's 36 gold per turn, independent of the slider. That's pretty good. And here's another galleon, although this galleon's providing me with some useful vision, so I think I'm going to keep it over here for right now. So again, what I'd like to do is keep these units from making it back into this city. Do this. And give this one the guerrilla promotion. See, I'm intending for one of these units to be the defender for this city that I'm looking to plant here. Like, I've got this ship that has 2 workers and a settler in it, but I have no military unit, so I'm hoping one of these units can hop over here and defend. We're slowly getting control of this island, but the Barbs have not made it easy at all. Alright, so Jewish synagogue time has gone down. Celts is a city that would benefit from slavery. So when we finish democracy civic, we probably need to pop into slavery for a few turns. Just looking at cities that would benefit. Like Jameson Town's probably okay. Peach Shanty could definitely benefit from the grounder. I need to get a chop in to another chop in here at Peach Shanty. Hopefully this will just attack and that longbow will be dead afterwards. Spitsbergen doesn't have enough to whip out its granary yet. And Pontukelt would benefit from being able to whip something. So a couple of these cities do need whips. But yeah, I would have to drop cast for that, which is a bit of a shame. keeping an eye on this. It's too bad scouts can't attack. Alright, you need to keep healing. You guys are at least mostly healed. Alright, so you're fully healed now. Of course, you have all City Raider promotions, which are not going to be super helpful against some of these enemies. Come up here and help me chop. You're going to need a boat for the whales, that's true. Maybe Mayflower can build that. Although, Mayflower is kind of awkwardly positioned for that, because it has to sail all the way around. But you're right, I will need a boat for that. I'll need a boat for down here too. I guess Mayflower does have to provide them. It's the only city that has any production up here. Yeah, I guess it will have to be Mayflower. Alright, hopefully this guy suicides. He doesn't continue causing trouble. Okay, and that's why I put 2 units on that. Oh, please don't tell me I lost this too. Okay. That's why I put 2 units on that tile, just in case the first one lost.
Is the worst form of government, except all the others that have been tried.
I'm certainly not running Emancipation. So next up, I think, do we want... Well, liberalism's cheaper, so I'll head for this first. Although, no, wait a minute. I can't run free religion. That's not helpful for me. Free speech competes with bureaucracy, doesn't it? And I'm going to be in bureaucracy for the immediate future. 19 turns. It's an expensive wonder. Alright, so here we have the heroic epic now, so we should just build military out of here. My best unit at the moment is muskets, but I can draft muskets, so we probably should build some siege units. We can one-turn cats. I think we should do that for a little while. University done here. Honestly, like I could build the espionage buildings, but I don't think they're that great. We have enough health, so we don't need the aqueduct. Let's get some more missionaries then. Corporation for the trade routes is also certainly tempting. Harbor is probably most useful here because of how cheap it is. Just get that done quickly, and I do need it for the health. Now that unit stopped to pillage instead of doing anything else. Okay, well that's not that big of a deal. Alright, so I guess you need to build workboats for the time being. I guess we do need workboats. Yeah, so free speech competes with bureaucracy, so I don't want to go for that at the moment. We're going to turn a 0% science here. Yeah, apparently those guys are still fighting. Great General born. Although it looks like Toku's getting the worst of it. He did take 1 city off J-Man, though. Anyway, so I think, as I said, I think I want to be in a... I think this is a decent time to pop a Golden Age, honestly. Although, technically I should be running Specialist if I'm going to do that to get more... Like, I should technically be in Pacifism if I'm going to do that. But, let's see. So, no one else has Democracy yet. It's currently 19 turns. We can shave a little time off that. Yeah. 16 turns. And I can chop into that. This is probably safe, because no one else has the tech for it. But I'd feel better. I would feel better if I could run a Golden Age for it. I'm just trying to think which civics I want. Representation is key for now. Bureaucracy. We probably would want to stay in caste. Actually, I think I'm in all the civics I would want to run. That would mean that... Yeah, okay. These are actually pretty good civics to run for a Golden Age. I will get another great person out of here pretty quickly. Alright, let's go for it. This will help with this, and then we'll chop into that wonder. Alright, down to 12 turns, that definitely makes me feel better there. And now up to... We'll get another great person at the end of this. It won't be a great Golden Age for maximizing great person efficiency. And now we can start cashing in some of these chops. Chop, that'll take 1 turn off. Actually, it took 0 turns off, but another chop will take a turn off. So we'll build it in 9 or 10 turns. It should finish just after the Golden Age does. Alright, and in terms of research, let's see. So Corporation, yeah, Corporation would give us a trade route, which is pretty good, but we need 2 techs to get through it. I think I'd rather have replaceable parts. I think I'm going to get replaceable parts, and then either liberalism or rifling. Rifling so I can start drafting rifles, which I do want some like actual military units for potential use later. And then liberalism for free speech, but I can't run bureaucracy and nationhood and free speech at the same time. I can only run one of the 3. So we'll probably be ditching bureaucracy on kind of a permanent basis after the Statue of Liberty is done, and we'll alternate between nationhood and free speech in that category, just as we're alternating between slavery and caste. And free market would be nice to pick up so that when I'm not running caste, like when I'm in slavery, I would want to run free market. But when I'm in caste, I want to run mercantilism so I can make use of the better specialists. All right, let's move my units, then we'll micro my cities. And I think we're going to play, I think our session for today is we'll run up through the end of the Golden Age and hopefully the end of capturing this Barb Island is the hope. Okay. So we've got a worker just sitting here, so I mean we're gonna grab that, because why not? And then you can maybe be the defender for this city, even though I've already taken a guerrilla promotion on you. Alright. Let's heal you up. I mean, I could attack this guy, but he's got the huge defensive bonus, so why? Make him come to me. He doesn't have any promotions. Let's just make sure he doesn't move along this road. Just fortify there. Alright, we're still waiting for this longbow to decide what to do. We'll probably move here and then waste a turn and then spend a turn pillaging, and we'll go from there afterwards. But I can't attack him. I have to wait for him to attack me. Alright. Getting the nice Golden Age bonuses here. Alright, on this tile I wanted to cottage this. Yes. And that'll be done next turn. I wanted to chop at that city, but of course... Now here's where it would be nice to have a defender, a unit on this ship. Then I could unload and capture that worker, who is inexplicably just changing the... We're actually going to finish the university. I was going to say inexplicably changing the mine to a windmill that does like nothing. Alright, so here's another unit, or another ship back here. And you are coming over here to fog bust to make sure that no barbs are spawning right here. I really do need to do another draft round, but we'll do another draft round after Statue of Liberty's done. And that's going to take about 10 turns, so... you were just providing me with vision over here. I guess maybe it's time for you to head home, too. From over here, it's probably faster to head back this way. Alright, we'll send you on the long voyage home. Alright, looks like we're safe over here. Yeah, you're just heading back at this point. Actually, no. You... Why don't you head down here? I might need to ferry some units back and forth over there. Alright, and you similarly can help fog bust up here, just to make sure barbs aren't spawning. Alright, now I need to look at my cities, because we're in a golden age. I already looked at the capital. Alright, this looks good here. Gonna finish that synagogue. Alright, university finishing. Oh yeah, we can easily one turn those, we can do those cats really fast. So we'll probably alternate catapult with like another unit. Just because I wish I had a better unit to build. That's a bit frustrating. Maybe I should use this to get some of the other infrastructure done in this city. We'll see. Get the bank and the grocer done. because I don't have a great unit to build. That looks good. That looks good. Might actually run out of stuff to build. What's the next city improvement that's important? Once I have the universities done, I don't have another. Well, I guess they can always work. I guess they can always get out their jails and their security bureaus just to stop idiotic AI espionage stuff. I can always push. Wow, assembly line 37 turns. I can always push for factories in the near future too. Yeah, like replaceable parts, rifling, liberalism are next, but then after that, steam power, assembly line are pretty important. Chemistry would only be if we're planning to fight. Economics I don't think is too important. Well, never mind, I did want to get free market. As usual, there's always a ton of stuff that you want in this game. I'd love to have a better unit to build too. I guess rifles, but I can draft rifles, so that's not that important. Oh well, where was I? I was going through these cities and then stopped because I was running out of stuff to build. Okay. Missionary here. Yeah, once I hit the missionary cap out of these cities, I can use this. Maybe I can get the jail and security bureau. It's been a wow. What is the city doing? No, work that tile, or better yet, work a specialist. But that tile will do. Jameson Town has become a really good city. It's almost finished all its infrastructure, and then it can become more of a military post. These cities are dominating. Oh, this city's about to hit the 500 culture border. In fact, let's have it do that one turn sooner. The dump. This looks good. Jeez. Probably better to get that temple done and turn faster. Yeah, it's going to need to get its lighthouse done next. Unfortunately, it can do that pretty quickly. This poor city. Here we're just getting the workbook done for other cities that we're founding. This city needs a whip, but it doesn't have it yet. That city is very dependent on slavery. That looks fine. Alright, and revenge is almost out of anarchy. Now what did the Barb longbow do? Alright, please do not lose this battle. We should have huge odds to win. Alright, thank you. Like, we should have enormous odds to win this battle. Just don't lose it, please. Anyway, alright, so Grocer. Yeah, I like the idea of having you get some infrastructure done over building catapults that we don't really need at the moment. So I think I need one more settler, so I think I might have you do that here. Because you don't have anything super important to build. Yeah, better to get it done sooner rather than later. Getting those Christian missionaries, as always. University done. Get another missionary, because why not? That'll hit our missionary cap. Alright. Cities that are missing Christianity. Mycenae down here does not have Christianity. And it's a close... So more great generals fighting out there. Cash in the remainder of these forest chops. Animal farm. There we go. And we'll get that next turn. We should farm that tile too, but we'll get that shortly. Turn on science now. There we go, 1100 beakers per turn. That's pretty good. Alright. So you moving here. No idea where this guy's going, but we'll hit him once he comes down out of forest cover. Alright, so Mayflower is protected. What were our odds in that battle, by the way? Okay, we had 100% odds. The odds were not even 1/10 of 1%. Um, so despite the battle being 100% in our favor, the AI still got 3 hits on our on our musket. This might not look like a bad combat result because okay, we still won overwhelmingly, but it still got 3 hits on me at 0% combat odds. That's incredible. I had I had 4-to-1 odds to win, or 3-to-1 odds to win every round, and he still won 3 times. That's crazy. Anyway, it's over and done with now, so. Anyway. So you can't hit the workers on the cottage this turn. I would normally work this tile, but I want that workboat to finish. Alright, these workers are done. This worker can now restore the road that got pillaged. Alright, there does not appear to be any barbarians up here. You are just about fully healed. Let's take the full health musket. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this guy to come out of his defensive cover. Then we just have to get through 3 long bows. It's ugly. Yeah, getting through those 3 longbows will not be the easiest task, but the good news is they don't have any promotions, and that does make a big deal. And there's no walls here, so that will help a lot. Over here, I think the first thing to do will be to chop probably... Well, we're going to need to build farms, but we can't build them until after this is done. So I think we'll maybe improve the horses first in that case. That at least provides a good tile to work. And we'll need a name for this city. Almost taken over this godforsaken island. It's been a struggle to be sure, but the land is actually decent quality overall. Like, it's not garbage. There's enough food resources here to make it a decent island. Okay, so you are right here, ready to. You know what? Maybe that catapult heads up here to join this. Hop on board this when the settler goes over, just in case. In fact, I'm gonna build another unit here out of my heroic epic city, and then we'll do the bank afterwards. Just so I have another unit to toss on board that ship. All right, you heal. Sooner or later, this guy's gonna come off defensive cover. He is not on a road, so those workers are safe. Let's do this. You protect this tile. I've got to keep these 2 together. I don't want the injured musket alone. So I'll leave them there for now. Alright. So Statue of Liberty, 10 turns, 7 more turns of Golden Age. So we can get 1 more chop in there. Yeah, this chop will go into the city. This one will not. So there's no point in chopping that. I wonder where... This one probably would not go to the capital. But we can mine another tile here and run food deficit for a turn or so. We could also take this tile over too. Actually, we could run both of these tiles by grabbing the pigs. In fact, I'll probably do that here with these workers. Once this chop's done, mine these, just to speed it up a little bit more. Now, even better, he decided to attack me where I have a huge defensive bonus. Nice. Alright, now we'll go back to the bank. Alright, so missionaries, I've hit my missionary quota, so let's switch over to Jewish missionaries now. The monk economy has been really strong for us in this game. Alright, you can use the rest of this Golden Age to work on your university. Alright, and And like I said, I'm at the cap for Christian missionaries, so maybe we'll do some Jewish missionaries. Or you can do a jail here. You're at the limit of tiles you can work right now. Alright, now you need your lighthouse. Here we go again. Am I more popular? So far, at least the AP hasn't really done anything. So, still no one else has democracy, so I'm feeling pretty safe to get this wonder, which will be really nice. Yeah, feeling pretty safe. You can just like ignore the horseback riding and archery. Kind of irrelevant. The only other text that the AIs actually have up on me, like Freddy has liberalism, economics, scientific method up on me, but I'm up on him. Nothing. Replaceable parts. I'm up on him gunpowder, and I'm about to be up on him replaceable parts and divine right. Okay, so I am up a few techs on him. A lot of golden ages from the AIs right now. Anyway, can you get into that city this turn? Oh, you need one more turn. Okay. All right, other non-Christian cities. It's kind of hard to find them at this point. Out here over on our northern island, but that's a long travel time. I'll just send these guys off to convert the remaining Portuguese cities. Maybe get a little more map knowledge while we're out there too. There's another one too. Alright, so I sent that one to Evora. There we go. So religion can be really powerful in Civ 4. It can also be kind of tedious moving around all the units. Now it's weird that this was pointed to the right when I'm clearly sending it to the left. This is the replacement city for the Barb one that we're hopefully going to raise in turn or two. No, not declaring war there. Okay, no, we're not. Jeez. Anyway, so this city has popped. This city has come out of resistance. Now, can we get enough food into this city so it doesn't starve? Let's see. We need 12 food, so we can give it this tile. Oh no, we can't. That's not in range. I think we cannot afford. Believe we cannot afford avoid one starvation because the only tiles we can pick. Let's see. Yeah, because even if I assign all these tiles, none of them have 2 food. We're still short. Okay, so since we're short. And since we're going to starve anyway, we might as well get as much production as we can. It's not like you starve 2 popu points. You can only starve 1 pop per turn. At least we'll get a nice big borders pop on you immediately. Alright, so you're going to road. You guys, how about you reconnect this copper? Because that's the best tile in the area. The one we pillaged to stop them from building units, although I don't know that they actually need to have a resource connected to build those units. I don't know that they actually need a resource connected to build those. The city looks like it should be able to do the settler. Yeah, the city's really close to being able to finish the settler a turn faster, so we'll do this. And now the settler's done in 2 turns instead of 3. Line this. As I said, we should finish the Statue of Liberty right after the Golden Age ends. Oh, and we need the name for this city that we're planting here this turn. So what was our name for this one? Oh, I think this one is Trafalgar. That's right, we wanted to use that name. Because we wanted a naval city for that. Alright. This city definitely needs a granary first. And although it might seem counterintuitive, the first thing we do is improve the horses, because that speeds up the granary and ultimately causes the growth curve to speed up faster. Valley of Kells with representation. Oh, you mean with replaceable parts, not representation. I was trying to figure that out for a second. I could upgrade Indiana Jones. Certainly has earned an upgrade to an explorer. Still can't attack though. Let's just have you heal for the time being. Also, I'm probably going to need this musket to help capture Apache, so let's not get too comfortable with defending the city just yet. I have no idea why they replaced that with a mine. All right, same deal with these muskets too. Let's move them up because I'm going to need attackers to take this city. Like, I know they have defensive promotions, but... So right now, I want this unit to heal. 2 turns to heal, and then 1, 2, and then, yeah, as soon as this unit's healed, we're going to send all these muskets in. You can, I'm just going to keep in the area to spy on this city. The extra visibility. All right, so Mayflower's got the workboat. So we need workboats for... We need a workboat for this city that's going to be raised and replaced, hopefully in a couple turns. I've got the replacement settler in this boat on its way, all by itself on its way over. I also will need a workboat for this resource, which we already could be working. Maybe and Pete Shanty might be able to produce that, because poor Spitsbergen is kind of useless without slavery. Without slavery civic, it's a sad sight. There we go. So we're not quite close to flipping this city yet, but and we lost control of the fish back again, unfortunately. So I don't think we're going to flip that city anytime soon. Oh hey, the Jewish synagogue's almost done. Nice. Certainly would be nice to be able to assign double artist specialists at Bay Victus once
The whole is more
Statue of Liberty
than the
finishes.
sum of its parts.
All right. Let's see. Liberalism or rifling next. They kind of go together, honestly. I'll do liberalism. No, we'll do rifling first, because then I could have the option to build rifles in my heroic epic city. All right, so 50 culture per turn. That should be pretty good. Anything else here that produces culture? I mean, there's Versailles, but... yeah, Hermitage, that's right, because we're going to hook up Marble soon. We'll get started on Hermitage now. I could make a channel over the Tundra Hills. That's true, but I think there's more important stuff for them to work on, although I do appreciate the suggestion. So we need to think, now we can build Oxford somewhere. We need to see what the best city for Oxford is. In the meantime, I'm going to have this stuck on a jail for the time being. Cities that can build Jewish missionaries do that. All right, Augustus Caesar won again. No one is voting. Oh, Alex voted for me this time. How close was it, by the way? So they got 522. I received almost that many. I received 466. Oxford and Berlin. You guys keep saying that. No, I need to use it. I want to make use of it. So let's look at where Judaism is spread. It's a much brighter color. Another great general born. Little surprised we haven't had Stop the War. Let's just move it here, to move Judaism here to this city. Alright. So we'll drive Animal Farm into food deficit here. You can see this doesn't knock a turn off it, but if we can mine this tile and swap it, then we should be able to knock a turn off. And we can also give the capital this tile. Actually, we should do that right now, because it's +2 production. Alright, there we go. So poor Piggyback is not going to be feeling, not going to be having a good time, but it will finish the settler, and it's at just about filled up the food box anyway, so it can run a few turns on a tighten your waist diet there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so in terms of research, let's sort by research. All right, so Coppola's Vine is the other big research center, although it's very close between a bunch of these. You know, Valley of Kells is probably out of these. So Coppola's Vine, I don't want to build Oxford in because I have Heroic Epic in there. Out of these other cities, Valley of Kells might be the best. It's got it's got a ton of windmills, and windmills will get extra. It's got the river. Yeah, I think Valley of Kells is the place to build Oxford. I mean, it can do it super fast. And all these windmills will get extra commerce down the road from electricity. So yeah, I'm aware that this is during a golden age. I know that that throws off the comparison. I know. But like, what else is there? Dune Bridget. This city is too small. Wild rice or Dune potato. I guess wild rice has slightly more cottages. Dune potato. Where is that one again? That's down here. I mean, I don't think that's an Oxford city. I'm okay with this. I'd rather make use of this earlier and get more use out of it. Like, it's better to use the wonders, even if they're not perfectly ideal. Let me make a team fight tactics comparison, because I've been playing a lot of team fight tactics. I'd rather slam those items right away, even if they're not 100% ideal, as opposed to like sitting for the most perfect use of the item on the bench and bleeding out health while that's going on. So like, the items are there to be used, and in this game the national wonders are there to be used, so better to make use of what you've got. All right, so Revenge did pop its borders, so now the city, all right, can work its best tiles. We can work that. There we go. So it's still low on food. It's gonna need more farms, that's for sure. This tile, it's very unfortunate that these are already kind of mature tiles, because I don't want to get rid of a mature cottage, but like this tile we definitely need to bulldoze, and probably that one too. This is already a village, so I don't want to get rid of it. But we can farm this, and then we can farm up to that tile too. Too bad this city can't build workboats. This city's got good production. Time invested to construct is a consideration too. All right. That mace needs... Actually, you know what? Let's just... All right, hold on. This guy needs to move over. All right, there we go. Oh, you know what? That was dumb. I could have rotated it this turn. See, the granary only takes 8 turns to build because we get so much production out of this tile. Now, that is in a golden age. And it's rotated. Yeah, I could have just moved that guy to here, and then he would have been ready to move in next turn. Oh, well. Move here next turn, this guy moves to this tile, and then we move in. All right, so that's still fine. That's still fine. This city needs to expand borders, but it's going to pop. Let's do the culture trick, because we'll get the production into that anyway, and get ready to... I can't move onto this tile this turn, because then I could get snagged by one of the longbows. They could just move doot-doot and capture. Although that wouldn't be the worst thing, because then I could just recapture it back again with the musket. Let's give it a try. Let's see if we can bait one of these longbows out of the city. Yeah, we'll try that. I would love to. We're gonna get out our fishing rod and try to dangle a worker here and see. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. Yeah, you can just chill there for this turn. We're all ready to move down to that tile. So like I said, let's play up through the end of getting Statue of Liberty and hopefully capturing this Barb City. And that'll be a good stopping place for today's session. And this settler right here in Piggyback is going to go for this spot here, which will be Northern Lights. And then we'll have the whole island under our control. So this workboat, Mayflower's going to have to build 2 workboats in a row, I think. We'll send the first one up to Spitsbergen, who's slowly working away on that granary. Really needs slavery civic. It's like, why? Why is this the one game you're not running slavery? But yeah, we're not in slavery right this minute. I'm actually pretty happy with running caste right now. There are a couple places that it's hurting, like Pont du Celt would help, but we're in the golden age, so with the extra production, I mean, we'll definitely go to slavery as soon as the golden age is over. Let's see, did our bait work? at Trafalgar? Oh, it did! Lure that unit out. Now, hopefully they didn't delete it, but even if they did, it might be worthwhile just to get rid of that unit, even if that unit was deleted afterwards. Anyway, poor worker. Okay, so you don't have anything super critical to build in this city, so I'll just set you on the jail. Or I could start working on military. But there's not any unit that's super critical to build right now. Like, if I had better units to build, I might do so. It might be worth backtracking for military tradition after rifling and liberalism, just so I can build cavalry. And just, like, any city that doesn't have something important, just build cavalry, because they're awesome units and they'll be good for like, almost the rest of the game. But with that not being the case right now, why don't you do the temple, so I can build more cathedrals. Alright, you need to finish your market. Probably university, because it's both useful and provides more culture. This is a prime target for a whip, by the way. Hey there. Oh, you were following not the... Yeah. So I want... About this, I wanted the name on Twitch to be Sullla, just as I wanted the name on YouTube to be Sullla, but they were both taken. It's really obnoxious. But, yeah. Someone else got them first. So, still on workboat here. We need double workboats. One for up here. Oh wait, is it actually faster to go this way? It is actually faster, wow. And let's see, some great engineers born. Also, it does look like the AI deleted that worker, so what the heck AI? Wow, so it did delete the worker, but I'm gonna capture 2 more workers here, so I don't feel too bad. Alright, well, I have 87% odds to kill the longbow. Alright, and now we can start farming that tile. Actually, we should road it first. Oh, it's apparently already partially roaded by the AI. Alright, there we go. Alright, so you're fully healed. Now let's move you forward. So now we only have 2 longbows to deal with. Then that actually does make the battle a lot easier. Then the surviving muskets can probably head back on city patrol duty, because a lot of them have city garrison promotions. Alright, here's another galleon that's ready for varying units. Let's get that settler though, and off we go. Headed for Northern Lights to lock down that last spot. Gonna be a crummy city, but it'll lock down this territory, and we can work water tiles, and there's some forests we can chop. It's not even worth lumber milling them because we don't have enough food, but just work the 3 food tile and, I don't know, occupy land or something. Alright, so down here we need to... by the way, we can build lumber mills now, so that's something. Might be worthwhile to do that in some of these locations, but... Like, I know I saved a forest for a lumber mill up on that tile there. Alright, so that should be done. There we go. Alright, so 5 turns. Now, if we steal this tile too, we get it down to 4. How close are we to finishing this in 4? Just out of curiosity. Let's see, 160. So we're at 789. Let me just see if this is worthwhile to do. Alright, 789 plus 168. We're close, but not close enough. It's going to be 5 turns. Although, I'll still run this just because my production will go down when the Golden Age ends. I want this to be done in 5 turns regardless. So we'll do this, and we'll go ahead and mine this tile next with the workers. So poor Piggyback is not in the best shape here, but it's fine. It's only losing 3 food per turn, and that's easily doable for right now. Yeah, so we just want that wonder to finish as soon as the Golden Age ends. All right, now I can finally come up here, finish this chop very belatedly. I really don't understand how the game jumps around. Like I had two workers here. I move one of them, and then instead of moving to the other worker that was literally on the same tile, suddenly we're on the other side of the world for some reason. Anyway. These two workers on this island have like been slowly hacking it out of the jungle. Yeah, and so this galleon, I wanted to move one of the units to Pont de Celt, who has literally has nothing in it right now. I don't like having cities just sitting there undefended. That always makes me slightly nervous. Anyway, so next turn, everything moves in. Hopefully we capture turn 232. And as soon as Statue of Liberty is done, we're going to use Rifling Tech to do a drafting cycle, but that'll probably be the next session. And then we won't be sitting duck for anyone who wants to attack us. Alright, yeah, just the jail, I guess. Espionage is not super critical or anything, but... Alright, so I use the Golden Age to finish the bank and grocer here, and then I can build rifles or something in this city. Okay, we've got another missionary slot open, so should probably take advantage of that. More important, like, and I'm using these southern cities to build missionaries because they're a little bit closer to the to places that are not converted yet. All right, looks like we can finish rifling. I wasn't sure if we'd have enough research to finish it this turn, but it looks like we do. We are slowly catching up with J-Man in terms of score. Over here, I guess we're gonna just keep working on more windmills. All right, so Revenge and Peach Shanty got forest chops. This will finish the granary. Overflow we can use, I guess on the lighthouse. We do need the lighthouse pretty badly. All right, I wanted to improve this tile, and I wanted to work on some water mills too. Really a shame that this tile is not in range of any city. Some decent tiles here, but not enough to be worth founding a city, I think. We've been having good luck on our conversions, by the way, although these are not the ones I'm really concerned about. The ones I'm concerned about are the units that are like way down here. Alright, so this is the one that's ready to raise and replace that spot. Cool, it looks like the timing's going to work out really well. I'm going to get there like right as my units capture and destroy the Barbarian city. Meanwhile, you're going to the Northern Lights spot, so I can just put you on a go-to order. I already know where that's going. And I won't have to fog bust here for much longer. We're also going to pop the borders. Like, these cities are not too far away from hitting the 100 culture borders, which will be nice for visibility. Like, this city's only 4 turns away. Alright, let's move in. I don't know what promotion I'll give that unit. Now, some of these units don't have the right promotion, but... And capturing those 2 workers are going to be nice, because that'll give me another worker gang. So I have 2 workers here, 2 workers here, 2 I should capture there, and then this poor guy who's by himself and really needs a pal. Probably do gangs of 2, 2, and 3, because 1 worker by themselves is just so slow. Alright, this needs to be a farm. Hey, Revenge is going to have its granary filled immediately. That's good news. Then we can move this tile over to this tile. That gets us to 4 food per turn. Irrigate up to here. Bulldoze that cottage. That gets us up to 5 food per turn, which should be enough. Then we can windmill these 2, and this one, and this one. And get it up to like size 10 or so. Since we're so low food, biology will be a really nice tech for us. Yeah, this unit I can probably just... Oh no. Whoops, okay. I forgot that there's a Barb Galley in Apache. Let's not have the workboat just die instantly. I'll cover that unit. But I can probably just put that on a go-to order to the whales. By the way, I forgot. I wanted to see if there was anything else I needed to trade. So I still have this deal going. All these active deals look good. I want to have active deals going with the AIs. By the way, what do our demos look like in a golden age? So we're number 1 in GMP, but not by as much as I guess this is break even, so that's not as concerning. Manufacturing is number 1, of course. Food is 2. We've been number 2 like the whole game. Or actually second in land area. So there was actually some fighting between Toku and J-Man. But that food is still concerning. I guess we are getting closer, though. So it's like, how many cities does he have? Let's see. A lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. He has 18 cities. I mean, we're going to be up to about 20 when we are done here. Because we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So we actually already have more cities, but my cities are much lower quality. I have a lot of dirtball cities. So we'll be at 21 after we take over these two. Have I sold all my maps to all the... No, I haven't, because I didn't want them... I was holding off on selling my map because I didn't want them to know what was out here. But as soon as I settle this spot, I probably could do so. Like, I'm curious what he would even give me for my map. He won't even deal for it. He doesn't want to trade with me, period. 90 gold, yeah. I just want to wait until I have everything settled. I am certainly not... He's the worst enemy of everyone. I'm certainly not joining with him in war against J-Man. And I am not canceling the deals with Alex. I'm on good terms with Alex. He can actually hurt me.
Political power grows out of the barrel of a gun.
You cannot hurt me, Sitting Bull. Alrighty. So liberalism, we do want to be able to flip into free speech, but we're going to be flipping into nationhood next. So next tech, I think, is military tradition, so we can build calves. Oh, we need horseback riding for that, too. Forgot that you do need to get horseback riding. So I guess you'll just do the Security Bureau for right now, for lack of other compelling stuff to work on. Alright, so Oxford is done. That's a nice pickup. We do need to run a turn of 0% science. Although, wait a minute, the Golden Age only lasts 2 more turns. So let's run as much science as we can while we're in the Golden Age. Like 2 turns of 80%, I guess. Little city. I mean, it's contributing in its own way as best it can. I guess at this point, well... So the thing is, I would do the monastery, but monasteries are going to obsolete before too much longer, so it's probably not worthwhile to build new monasteries. Like, I'll hold off on obsoleting them as long as possible, but they will obsolete in time. So why don't you do the library instead? Yeah, Japan and Portugal have been at war for some time. So, Granary, he needs Lighthouse next at Peach Shanty. This city has Granary. It can't build a lighthouse. So the next thing we want is probably the Forge to power up our future production. Then we're going to need a courthouse because that's a lot of, that's a high maintenance cost there. Right. Someday we'll have biology farms. And that city will actually be able to not starve. Alright, so we got a great scientist. And we apparently discovered a source of silver near Jameson Town. That's down on the island, right? Nice. Very nice. We'll make sure we keep working that tile then. We already had silver, but it never hurts to get another source. I mean, it can hurt if it's your heroic epic city, because it does actually lower production, but... yeah, this city, well, as soon as the lighthouse is done, it can work the water tiles. You can just move back there. Now we have an actual defender. Alright. Let's see. Christianity. Or we could have this guy hop on board this ship instead of sending it. How about you go here and we'll load up with a few missionaries. I can't build more until these missionaries are done converting cities, but you know what? We can look to convert this city. There we go, and now we can build another one. It's a Christian world out there. So now we'll load them up, and maybe we can just do a load of like 2 missionaries and then send them off to this island. We have a lot of Christian cities now. We are up to, the total count is 54. I was hoping to get to 40 by the end of the game, so to be at 54 is something. All right. So settlers here. Let's do this battle, shall we? All right. So 2 longbows. Neither one has any promotions. The city is on a hill. All right. So muskets, combat 1 musket. We've got a musket with no promotions, has 17%. We'll send this guy in. We're probably going to try to have 2 of the draftees die and then look to go from there. This guy has no promotions whatsoever, so 1 in 6 odds of winning. More likely, though, hopefully just get some damage. I was hoping for more than I got. That's 2 hits, I think. 2 hits, I can live with that. So the City Raider 3 guy has 60% odds. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, sure, we'll go for it. We'll go for the roughly a coin flip odds. Well, we lost, but we did cripple him. We did enough damage to get him into the... But this now gets the other guy up to 82% odds. And if he wins, he gets the City Raider 3. I'm hoping he wins this. Alright, 2 units lost is not bad. And now there's a musket at 3 out of 4. So, 2 for 2, that's not bad. I'll take that trade to take the Barb City. And this one does get raised. No, return control to the Native American Empire. Now, why they would get control of this is totally illogical. They've never controlled this at any point in time. I have no idea why the game would ever say that. But it does. So we capture 2 workers. We offload our unit, and now some of these other guys can... The muskets can now spread out to start defending these cities. Guerrilla 2 guy we'll put here in the city on a hill. So we didn't end up needing everyone, but... Closest if... I mean, I guess so, but, like, why is it even an option? Why would it... Like, it says return control. It's like, what? Return control? That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, and I forgot to mine this tile. I mean, I don't think it makes a huge difference, but I should have done that. Oh, well. Why not return control to the Barbarian Empire? Seriously? Yeah, we need a windmill there, even though it's going to take a while. Alright, now with the barbs under control, I feel safe enough to put you on the go-to order to there. And this workboat will be popping out 1, 2, 3 for that next turn. And then Mayflower can finally stop building work. Actually, no, I was going to say can stop building workboats, but that's not true. We need a workboat for that city, too. Poor Mayflower. Just subsidizing everyone else. Alright, but the important thing is we gain control of this island. I guess I might as well send you back to the homeland now. Alright, so you guys need to farm this. We do want to let the granary finish, and as soon as the granary's done, we'll start filling up the food box. Next up, we should chop this tile, because that'll also finish the granary. Yeah, because that'll finish the granary. And with the money we took from capturing the city, we can turn up research. Well, we do have to get horseback riding. You can't build calves without horseback riding, so we do have to pick that up. Right? It does require rifling and horseback riding. So we'll do this and then run 100% on the last turn of the Golden Age. Alright, so I think Barbarian Island is finally under control. So that was goal number 1. Goal number 2, finish Statue of Liberty. Which we should be pretty safe to get.
If you speak the
I don't think anyone else even has the tech yet. Alright. You don't have a ton of stuff that's super important to build right now. City actually has pretty good production. I might even want to get one more worker just because there are some tiles now on this island that need to be improved. We'll put it on the jail for right now, but alright, so those 2 missionaries are going to go get on that galley and head over to Barbarian Island. Yay, alright, now you can work this tile. This is probably fine to work this just so you have a little bit of production. Alright, next up, Forge. For more production. Let's see, and did I want to get one more workboat? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. For this city up here. Thank you, Mayflower, for slowing your own development. Also, name for this city. Because we want... Oh! 2-man war! Oh! J-Man now at war with both, he's at war with Toku and Alex. Well. This is great. Go after the leader of this game. That's fantastic. Unless, of course, Portugal starts running over them. Then that would be a disaster. Apache Annex. That's pretty good. Because the former city was Apache. And so this city needs to pop its borders. Which we can do in 1 turn, thankfully. Actually, well, we'll just do it anyway. I was going to say, actually, we don't need to pop the borders. So we went Granary, followed by Lighthouse, because this is another city that's mostly just working water tiles. It's so nice late in the game how easy it is to pop borders. Earlier in the game, it is, as you guys probably well know, it is not that easy. And wow, the land tiles really suck at this city. This is definitely a just work the water. So there's a grassland farm here. That's not too bad. We can't work that because it's outside our borders. So there's more use for these workers have more important stuff to do up north than stick around here. So I think I'll move them up here and help out at Peach Shanty. I wish I could get to that tile because I'd like to road over there, but can't quite make it that far. Alex and Toku and Alex will get on now. I don't know about that. They fought a war against each other earlier. I mean, Toku doesn't... It'll help him a little bit because they'll get the mutual military struggle. But look, that's a lot of minuses still. Close borders, different religions. You declared war on us. Your spy caused trouble. How about the opposite? Alex, as far as how he feels about Toku. Well, the opposite, because Toku did not declare on Alex. He actually does like Tokugawa. Also, Alex doesn't care that much about religion. All right. You can defend this spot. You can move in here, promote, and we'll probably upgrade you to rifle at some point, but for right now, you can hang out here. I'll keep 1 galleon here for the return trip ferry. And, you know, I would delete Indiana Jones, but I'm kind of attached to that unit. I don't think I want to delete it. Okay, so we've got another missionary over here, right? Yeah. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can load into that tile. Yeah, so that's where I want that ship. And these 2 missionaries will come to the island afterwards. Yeah, we have almost, and I mean almost, explored the entire map now. Just as long as a barb doesn't spawn on that 1 tile and then walk towards the undefended Spitzbergen. Let's see, so this guy's going to Mayflower. How many muskets spare do I have? This one's going to Mayflower. Actually, I think I'm 1 unit short here, actually. I don't think Spitsbergen has enough for a defender. What did I have on board here? I have 1 musket and 1 catapult. Okay. Well, we'll figure something out. Maybe we can draft a unit there later. Alright. So these 2 are going to help out over there. You are going to extend farming up to that grassland tile. No, we're almost done. We're almost at the end of the stream. So we have a Golden Age coming to a close. We have Statue of Liberty. So we'll do 1 more turn after this, because that way we'll get Statue of Liberty to finish. The goal for this session was to finish conquering Barbarian Island, which we have basically done. We have a ship that's incoming for the last spot. And we're gonna finish Statue of Liberty. So let's pop in and look at the AI text. Does anyone have democracy? I don't think anyone does. These 2 several can research, but yeah, I think we're safe there. And then I'll have my heroic epic city just focus on calves, as well as any city that can build something. Any city that doesn't have anything useful to build can just crank out calves. Like this city here, we'll just do a 1-turn temple right now. And then that'll give us, actually this might give us plenty of overflow into a cav next. Actually no, the stables, what the, you need to build the stables if you're gonna build cavalry. Alright, jail done. Yeah, you were probably also gonna go for some cavalry, so we'll build the stables there too. It's that and missionaries, but our missionaries are mostly used to, never mind. Give me more missionaries. More missionaries. I don't need that many Jewish missionaries, but we'll take advantage of the ones we do have. We've got the shrine, we might as well use it. Alright. So just the northern edge of my territory here. Some of these golden ages come to an end. Wow. Okay. 2 golden ages end, another one begins. We'll have to do the saddest thing, which is re-micro your cities at the end of a golden age. I think we have enough to finish the military tradition at the end of this turn. Yep, more than enough, as it turns out. Alrighty, you send these missionaries off to convert the pagans on Barbarian Island. Oh yeah, him leaving Christianity was a mistake, you're right, because that meant that he was not popular with all the other AIs. So we should have enough to... We're getting to the point where we can, well, not see people's research, but except Sitting Bull. Tokugawa apparently spends an enormous amount on espionage. But we're roughly comparable with the other AIs, and that's all I need. I don't need to see their research, I just want to be able to see their demos and not have their spying efforts be really successful against me. Alright, Apache Annex, there we go. I guess the scientist is okay for right now. We're gonna swap civics on the next turn, but I'll save that for the next stream. You heal for right now. Some of these new cities will take a little while to get up to speed. Let's see, let's make it there. Yeah, they actually can get there and improve that help on this turn. Peach Shanty. It's a really appropriate name because it's not much of a city. Yeah, this will help the lighthouse along. And the borders are about to pop. That's good. So even though the Golden Age is over, the Statue of Liberty still finishes. And we have enough that we can reassign back to more of our normal tile configuration here. There we go. assign these tiles back to piggyback. There we go. Now it can slowly start recovering in terms of food. Alrighty. I guess you might as well work that tile so you have some food. Someday these farms will be powered up with biology. Hermitage is coming along slowly because we still don't have marble connected yet. These workers will push their way up there and connect it. That's probably the next thing they do here. Build a road up and then connect the marble. But we had to get the Barbarian under control first. Alright, so let's go lumber mill this tile, which I had specifically saved for lumber mill. Alright, now this is the 90% dice roll we want to win because it takes so long to move a missionary down here. And that was the one we failed. Womp womp. Oh well. That would have been a good one to succeed on though. Alright, anyway. So... definitely want the artist to continue running there. How close are we getting to taking over that tile, by the way? Close. We've almost gotten this tile back, you guys. It's 9801 to 9739. Very close to recapturing that spot. And we'll be able to assign 2 artist specialists next turn because we're going to have Statue of Liberty. We're guaranteed to get it because the player always wins tie breaks if you're playing against the AI. I almost want, you know what, I should probably run the artist specialist here too, just to help out. Because I'd love to get this tile back too. We're 1,000 culture points behind though, 1,100 points behind, so that's not going to happen, at least not in the immediate future. But I think we're going to get that spot back. A couple of vineyards building the stable, so then it can go on to cavalry. We already have tons of overflow there. Secure, okay, seriously. This city will produce a great scientist someday, which is actually bad because we already have a great scientist. We need a different type of great person. So let's see, that's looking good there. This city got a lot better when we finished replaceable parts and all the windmills got the extra production. It's one of our best cities now. This will be a good military producer too, because I've kind of spread Judaism about as much as I want. Maybe an overseas missionaries, but that's about it. Lapland, yeah, university's finishing. This city's pretty awesome now. It's working too many hill tiles though. Yeah. That's better. The ocean tiles are a lot weaker, but I think I prefer the grassland hills over the ocean tiles. Let's do this. Swap that there. That looks better. Yeah, like I think I need to get a worker out so I can work on some of these tiles that we've captured. Aha, the cathedral's gonna finish. Nice. Too bad a Statue of Liberty won't apply here. But we're gonna get that tile soon too. And this one should flip any turn now. Yeah, we should flip this shortly. Little Dortmund was stolen from us. Well, I don't know if we'll ever flip it, but we're getting close. This is a city that definitely needs slavery civic. And Mayflower's finishing. Mayflower's coming along pretty nicely. It needs a lighthouse next. And it also needs a courthouse pretty badly. Spitsbergen will now have enough food to whip its granary. It's actually a 1-pop whip. I might actually 2-pop whip the lighthouse and then overflow into the granary, just because I can 2-pop whip that, and I can't 2-pop whip the granary anymore. This is going to be a pretty solid city too. We just need to get these farms so it has enough food, and then grow onto windmills. Trafalgar someday, very early on, just like Apache Annex very early on. Okay, let's get that statue. Doesn't look like that tile flipped this turn at Dortmund. Oh no, we've definitely been catching up to J-Man.
Victorious warriors
Slowly.
win first and then
Just
go
because
to
we've
war,
got, I mean,
while
we've caught him in
defeated
number of
warriors
cities.
go
We
to
actually have
war
more cities than
first
him now.
and then seek to win.
Alright, next up liberalism, so we can run some free religion, not free religion, free speech. Portugal had by far the best starting position in this game, like not even close. So, kind of weird that Statue of Liberty is one of the best wonders in Civ 4, but it is, especially if you're on a large continent. Alrighty, so now we get the extra great person slot everywhere. Since I'm not building anything important right now, I'm going to run double scientists. And we'll do the security bureau just because. I'm going to move my units and then I'll look to micro the cities. Alright, so this is done. So we definitely want... Oh yeah, I was like, we definitely want production here. I can only run one engineer at the moment, so I guess we'll run the scientist instead of other options. Alright, so you were going to build cavalry. I'm pretty much nothing but calves. 28 base production, pretty good. Alright, jail done. Again, I'm not building anything super important here right now. I guess I'll do the security bureau. Do I really even want that? I think I might rather just build some cavalry. Let's do that instead. It's not building anything too important though, so we'll just run the scientists instead. I think you're going to see me doing this in a lot of cities, starting with a stable and then pumping out cavalry. Where will we use them? Well, we'll find a use for them somewhere. And then I will probably also, I'll need to get some cannons too. But we're also going to hop into nationhood and draft here. I want a round of rifles out of every city. This city... Well, I really should probably not micro these so heavily because I'm going to be changing civics here. You are still slowly working on your infrastructure, which is fine. I think you need a courthouse for your next build. Because the university... Oh no, university. Give me more culture. Okay. Same thing. All my high production cities, I want to be prepared for things military, matters martial. Anyway, so that's a big pickup. So Peach Shanty has expanded borders, and Wild Rice, where's... Okay. Maybe someday we'll get control of this tile. That would be funny. Then we'd have yet another windmill to work. This tile we're not going to get control of. There's too many German cities putting culture on this tile. It's actually somewhat questionable if we'll be able to hold this, just because there's 1, 2, 3 different German cities putting culture on it. But this tile we might actually be able to control. Fortunately, Wild Rice is... I was going to say a decent amount of culture, but that's not really that much. Oh well. Oh well, perhaps we will sweep through Freddy's territory at some point in the near future with behind an army of cavalry. I'm hesitant to do that in a way because Freddy's been a good ally throughout this match, but by the same token, Freddy does not defend himself, and he has some extremely juicy territory that would be very easy to run over. We'll see. We'll see if he manages to get up to rifles to defend himself. But yeah, I'm at least thinking about it. Okay. Now, why did it just suddenly jump to the other side of the map? Seriously. It's very annoying. Alright. So I had 2 missionaries already headed up here, but I'm just assuming one of them is going to fail. Hey, remember when I put this galleon on a go-to order for like ages and ages ago? I'll keep you here in case I need to move something down the right-hand side of the map. Alright, so this chop will finish the granary, and then we'll fill up that food box. Was that it? That's all the units I had to move? Okay. Alright, well, what are we doing here? So we're going into nationhood, keeping representation. We need to get back into slavery. I guess I'll keep mercantilism over... I wish I had free market to hop into here, but I do not. I guess I'll keep this over nothing. And theocracy, because we're drafting. Alright. So Animal Farm now is not even like a super special city. I'll just draft it and then we'll grow back onto that. So where am I going to send? Yeah, it can grow back pretty quickly. I'll just grow back onto this tile. So where am I going to send these units? I think we'll just, for the moment, just group them up like down here. And then if I want to, I can, like, over here by Coppola's Mine is a good place. And then I can decide if I want to maybe look to go towards Native America, if I want to go towards Germany. Germany would sure be a lot easier in terms of logistics. Would certainly be a lot easier. But Germany's also kind of my friend, so don't love that. This city is just barely large enough to draft, so we'll do that. And I'll just grow back again. Yep. Builds a hermitage much more slowly, but 58 culture per turn, that's pretty good. How close are we here? We are only 40 culture points behind now. Only 40 culture points behind. And with the double artist specialist, we are getting, that should help. So because I have Theocracy Civic in play, any city that has a barracks, the units that get drafted will have a promotion when they come out. This city for sure. It's just going to draft off one of these tiles that are garbage tiles. That's no loss to lose. Alright, we should still work this cottage. Even though it means growth back is extremely slow. I don't really care about... Okay, game. I don't really care about how fast it builds the jail, so I will run the scientist specialist. Alright, you need... I already looked at that. I decided to build that. This is why I have to check these cities. There we go. Keep running those scientists. Because I don't want the spy specialist that the AI is in love with. That's good there. I think that's pretty good. Jameson Town only gets the one specialist, sadly. I guess I'm still building infrastructure here, although I don't really care that much about the jail. I guess it's okay, though. Double artist sounds good here. Keep pushing on that city. Artist here. I already looked at that city. Alright, running the artist. And I guess that's alright, because we're still at +5 food with that tile. Port Spud is something. Hey, it can run a priest specialist that's better than a citizen specialist. Remember, I'm not in caste system right now, so I don't get free specialists. So a city like this has no choice but to run a citizen specialist because it can't run like an artist or something. It's a little bit of a downer, but that's why it's often good to run caste with mercantilism. Oh, here. Oh, that's right. I'm back in slavery civic. Whoops. Go back to some of these younger cities because some of them need whips. All right, my more mature cities, slavery is not going to be as handy one. But like Lapland, maybe. Oh, it's, I just finished something, so it can't whip. This city, though, the university, absolutely should be whipped. Well, then again, I'm not an organized religion, so maybe not. It does only take 10 turns, but then again, I'll let that go for right now. Alright, but Port de Celt, yes. Whip, please. That's why I went into slavery. This city can't whip the library yet. Spitsbergen, we will whip that lighthouse next turn. Peat Shanty is almost done with the lighthouse, so I'll let that go. This city definitely whip the forge, for sure. Sucks whipping when not an organized religion, but some of these cities don't even have the religion yet anyway. Alright. So there we go. Good session today. Got a lot done. Let's look at the demos real quick. So I'm actually number one in GMP at 0% science, which is pretty awesome, although a fair amount of that I think is culture. Food slowly creeping up there. Production looks good. Soldiers are low, but we'll be drafting, so we should be able to get into the middle of the pack soonish. And if we start cranking out some calves, that'll make a difference there too. So Portugal is tops in GMP. Surprisingly, Freddy's not higher here. Maybe he's starting to. That's the Golden Age ending. Maybe Freddy's starting to stall out a little bit because he doesn't have much territory. At former Scythian, you wiped out the grassland farm. No, I didn't. I did exactly what I wanted here. Farm this tile, and now I'm spreading irrigation up to here. No, I'm doing exactly what I want here in terms of tile improvements. I need some more grassland farms because the city wants to work the sheep. That's 4 food. Wants to work the copper. That's -1. So that's only +3 food. That's not enough. So then I have to work this tile and this tile so I can get up to +5 food. Oh, I whipped off the grassland farm. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. That's what I wanted. So just to finish up with this. Production, that was the Golden Age. We're just about tops in production. Food, we're still below Portugal, but we are slowly catching up. Like, we're making a dent. Power, we're low, but it's going to start climbing. Okay, so like I said, a good place to stop. We're going to run this draft cycle for 5 turns, and then we will flip into free speech for the extra culture and for the extra towns. Bureaucracy is not good for us in this game because our capital is so commerce poor. And we'll try to unlock free merchant. So we're mostly going to be flipping between nationhood plus plus theocracy, and then when we're not in that, we'll probably be in. When we're in slavery, we should be in organized religion. I'll have to figure this out, but I probably should be whipping with organized religion and then drafting when not in organized religion. So I'll have to reconvert how this sets up, but. Overall, it's been a fun game. We got a lot stronger in this session by taking over this island. And thanks for coming and sticking around on a slightly different time today. So we will pick this up next week. And I will see you guys on the next Friday for part 5. Until then, have a great weekend. See you guys again soon.